Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Planet Arcadia! I've decided to change my team up a little bit, and we're going to finish the last two world quests. I don't think those are the last ones, but I think those are the longest ones. So we'll do those two today. And this episode's gonna probably be pretty long. I hope you guys are ready. Anyway, let us try this with my new team that I've prepared for this episode. That is right, guys. I am using Break Effect. Can you guys believe it? Me? Break Effect? What? I didn't even have Firefly on my account. Oh my god, the lag. The lag. What is happening here? What's going on? Why are there so many people crowded across that bridge? Squid? 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 Miss Joy? Please hang in there. I'm sorry we failed to protect you. Right, she lost her eyes. If I remember correctly, she lost her eyes or something. Bridge that can seemingly talk. They are talking. This is the bridge. Miss Joy is the bridge, but didn't Miss Joy lose their eyes? Dude, what is happening? Huh? Okay. Don't worry, this pretty little bridge isn't that easy to kill. As the idol with the strongest foundation above ground, do you really think I need protection? No need to beat yourself up about it, sweetie. Okay. Uh-huh. I'll believe this. Why are you talking to a bridge? Did something happen? In Plain Arcadia, you don't ask the question if they talk to a bridge or not. Miss Joy was attacked. Can't you tell? Her beautiful eyes were stolen. Where are they? So this bridge is called Joy. Is there any other Joy in all of Plain Arcadia? Miss Joy was attacked. We're all losing our minds here, so if you're not part of this, then stay out of our way, got it? Okay. Miss Squid, I understand you're anxious, but you can't be rude to others. Do you remember what Joy Fans manual has to say about that? There's a manual? Can I read that? Strangers are just fans Miss Joyce hasn't met yet. Wow. I'm sorry, Miss Joy. I'm sorry. Potential fan. Potential fan. I just lost my cool because I was in such a rush. Huh? Why do you have lips? Hi, Koi. I'm Duomension City Idol, and my name is Joy. Nice to meet you. It reminds me of this one Gintama song. Joy, got joy. Joy, got joy. Joy, got joy. Joy, got joy. Sorry about that. Nice to meet you. Oh, well, it's not quite our first meeting. You actually passed on me once when you first arrived in Duomension City. I haven't forgotten, you know. Oh, I do remember. And this here's Miss Squid, the president of my fan club. She's a good person, really. She just got a bit carried away because she's worried about me. Please forgive her. Sure. I guess. I suppose. A pedestrian overpasses an idol. Wow, not just any idol, but an absolute heavyweight! Don't you talk about me like that. If anything, I'm the idol least likely to flop. Smooth. As much as I'd love to make you my newest fan right here and now, I was just attacked and the culprit stole my eyes. I haven't the foggiest who did it. Oh. So currently, I'm in a grievously injured state. If possible, please do come visit me again after I've recovered, okay? Can I, like, retrieve your eyes? Can I help you? Miss Joy, at a time like this, you needn't try too hard to maintain your idol persona. Oh, Bunny Man. Boy, I'm Isol. Not idol, Isol. And imagine he's his doctor. Where's the patient? You are... I am a doctor. She is a fucking bridge. Sorry. And imagine he's his doctor, okay? Dr. Isol, you're finally here. I've been very sick. The patient is Miss Joy here. Please, could you ask us how critical her condition is? Excuse me, Miss Potential Fan. Please step aside. Dude, this is my official full name now. Please step aside. The doctor needs to give Miss Joy emergency care immediately. Okay, sure. Can you retrieve the eyes or something? Millennium Killer. Hear what the emergency physician has to say and get to lowdown. Can I look at the description of this mission? 2 gossiping crisis errors? No. This is still Amphorius. I know I have not done this yet. Relax. Plain Arcadia truly is a magical place. Even an overpass can become an idol. This heavyweight idol appears to have been attacked. As the most helpful person in the cosmos, you should see what you can do to help. First, let's get to the lowdown from the people on the scene. Let's get the lowdown. Where's this doctor? Oh, there he is. Hi. Uh-huh. You're fixing her? Uh-huh. Man, I really like the red eyes with the dark brown hair and bunny ears. It's really cute. How's Miss Joy? How bad is it? The injury itself isn't too serious. The attacker's imagenesis technique was superb. They didn't damage any other bodily structures and just removed both eyes. With some emergency treatment, Miss Joy shouldn't be in any life-threatening danger for the moment. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Izol, but I still feel very weak right now. Weak right now. Oh my god, English is not Englishing today. That's natural. 90% of your wish power is concentrated in those eyes of yours, isn't it? Of course you feel weak. Those eyes of yours are usually all your fans pay attention to anyway, right? Her eyes are her wish power. 90% of your wish power has been stolen. If a human suddenly lost 90% of their body weight, they die instantly. And your current situation isn't much different from that. Oh, awesome. Please think of something, Dr. Izol. Your clinic is the best in Dimension City. Surely there must be a way to save Miss Joy. I'm begging you, please save Miss Joy. His clinic is the best? Have you been to the clown house yet? AKA the tavern. Miss Squid, I must insist that you calm down. I still need you to do something more important for me. Please go back to the fan club and let everyone know that I've been hurt. But it's nothing serious. Tell them not to worry and wait patiently for my return. I'm counting on you, okay? I understand the whole back now, Miss Joy. You have to keep your promise. You have to be okay, you hear me? Otherwise, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm very attached to an idol. That is so sad. Dr. Izol, I can't die like this. You saw it yourself. There are still so many people waiting for me. In your current condition, your imaginated structure could disintegrate at any moment. That sounds lovely. If you want to maintain your form, you've got two options. Either you find a way ASAP to restore your wish power to the level it was before you were attacked, or you recover your lost wish power. Neither option sounds very easy. Well, yeah. Hi! The cops are here. Attention everyone, I'm Kuchiba, and the Department of Operation Defense will now be taking over the investigation of this case and the crime scene. We expect and appreciate your cooperation. Thank you. Hi, girlie. Now, Miss Joy, would you mind telling me what happened? Well, here we go. She doesn't know who the, perpetrator is, though. She said she can't remember. No, not the Euphorious quest, I swear to God! Listen to what Kuchiba has to say. Okay. Hi. Miss Kuchiba, to be honest, I'm not too sure about what happened either. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just a pedestrian overpass, so people are constantly walking all over me, and it's not like I could pay attention to anyone in particular. Okay. It was a day like any other day, and I was quietly practicing my new song while watching over the pedestrians crossing me. A masked person approached me, but I thought nothing of it. But then they suddenly wiped out their drawing tool, you know? What? A masked person approached, but I thought nothing of it. After all, there are plenty of weirdos around here. But then they suddenly whipped out their drawing tool, you know? These compasses and rulers that artists used to create imaginary and stuff, and started waving them at me. After that, everything went pitch black before my eyes. Interesting. Did the mangaka attack her? Did the mangaka kill her? Surely not. Oof. I see. Is there anyone you suspect, Miss Joy? Have you made any enemies recently? I really haven't a clue. I'm not the type to make enemies, and I'm definitely not famous enough to have haters yet. As for rivals, that's even more unlikely. My niche is super specific. Who would possibly want to compete with me? I suppose that's true enough. In that case, do you have any idea about your attacker's identity? Are they human or imaginary? Any clues about their race, gender, height, build, anything at all would help. Sorry, it all happened so fast. I didn't get a chance to take a good look. It's alright, there's no need to blame yourself. Dr. Izol, what you said before, is Miss Joy's condition critical? Or, if I may be blunt, how much longer can she hold on? I can't say for sure. The wish power structure of Imaginary is a chaotic system, not orderly, like material life forms. If she's lucky, she'll make it through and survive. If she isn't, she'll completely disintegrate within a few system hours. Oh shit. But regardless of luck, suffering a massive loss of constructive wish power in such a short time will cause irreversible damage. If her wish power isn't replenished, Miss Joyce's memories, personality, and abilities, everything will be severely harmed. Unless I can get my eyes back. My eyes? Oh, that's what Joy said. I'm so sorry, Unless I can get my eyes back. Yeah, true. That's definitely the best solution, but we don't even know who the attacker is or what they want with her eyes. I'm afraid this is going to be a tough one. Maybe they want to harness her wish power for some reason. I don't know, man. It'll be tough for sure, but if it were that easy for the good guys to defeat the bad guys, what would be the point of having us at the Department of Aberration of Defense? Leave the rest to us. Of Aberration Defense. Holy shit, I always mispronounce this. Looks like this incident has piqued your interest. Care to lend a hand? Why am I suddenly getting dragged into this? Getting involved in a Department of Aberration Defense case. Isn't that against protocol? Can I say no? Is that against protocol? The Department of Aberration Defense has always been flexible with the rules. If you follow every single little rule and did everything by the book, our case clearance rate would drop by at least half. Damn. If you decide you'd like to help, come on over and talk with us. I sure will, ma'am. Hi. At this time, the situation is critical. Miss Joy has suffered a grave injury, and if we can't find her eyes soon, I'm afraid her health will be seriously affected. I'll handle collecting wish power. How can I help? Word is that the baseball raccoon is quite adept at handling sticky situations like this. But right now, our top priority is to quickly track down the culprit to attack Miss Joy and recover her stolen eyes. However, this isn't the place to be discussing it. Let's find somewhere more private and go over the details. I need a moment to get ready. Time is of the essence. I'll wait for you here. I want to see if I can talk to anyone else before I go. Because I don't think so, right? No, there's only Kuchiba on my screen. God, these people are killing my frame rate. Holy shit. Let's go. There's a tea room nearby. Let's talk there. Please take me with you. Oh, take me with you. Okay. Can an overhead pedestrian bridge fit in a tea room? Can a pedestrian overpass even move? Hey, don't say things like that. It's not like I try to squeeze my entire self into the room. Okay. I'm an idol, you know. That means I have to go to perform at live venues and the like. True! For a imaginary like me who can't move around easily, we can generally channel our wish power into certain parts to temporarily detach them from our main body. Kraken from the food street can do it too. True, we've had this quest already. I'd like to point out that Miss Joy's eyes were forcibly peeled off her body by the killer using art tools. That's very different from voluntarily separating parts of your body. Okay? But Miss Joy, your body is in extremely poor shape right now. Leaving your physical body to act separately after losing such a massive amount of wish power, I must strongly advise against such rash behavior. I'm not the type to just sit around waiting to be saved. I want to join your investigation and do something. Maybe I'll even be able to help. True. She's not the damsel in distress, okay? Very well, Miss Joy. Let's go, but remember not to push yourself too hard. Well, maybe she'll listen, maybe she won't. We'll see. A treasure chest! Nice. Hell yeah. Investigate? Cannot be opened. God damn it, because I'm in a quest. Is this Pearl's room? It is. Time for whispers. What? Remove. What is that sound? Writers not knowing what they're writing about? That's just par for the course. If they actually knew, they wouldn't churn out nearly as much. Okay. Staff culture. Interesting. I personally prefer writers that at least know the beginning and ending of their story. Because honestly, if there's no satisfying ending to the journey you've been through, then what's the point of even reading it, you know? Yes, I'm talking to you, fairy tale author. Fairy tale mangaka. Even though I haven't read it myself. I just heard it was pretty bad and unsatisfying. As it was with Tokyo Ghoul, unfortunately. But anyway, whoa! Dude, there are so many of them! Can you guys stop? There's so many of you! Oh my god, these sound effects, man. What the hell is that? Teleport. Teleport? Uh-huh. Is there a third one? No. Where is this going to lead me? Hello? Where is this? Oh, okay, another one of these things. R. Simon says. Up, up, down, down. I only know one squaw. Disco 1999, World's End Tavern. I'm sure I can find others. But I don't know any right now. God damn it! Ah, that is a shame. Huh? What? Disco at World's End. I accidentally uncovered another one. I don't know, man. I accidentally unlocked another one. God damn it. I don't know what to do. Whoa, hello? Oh. Dude, man. Maybe there's clues here. I don't know. Hello? Where am I? What? Okay, so this is another spot to be unlocked. Man, I really wish I could unlock this goddamn fucking... Ah, whatever. Huh? Interplanar trivia. Okay, yeah, that's just... all of these goddamn clues that I've read 3,000 times at least. My god. They're yapping so much! Holy shit. Okay, we should lock in our plot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for getting distracted again. Hey, stop that. Please don't stay out my lips like that. I've been hiding behind the bridge because I'm self-conscious about them, you know? Don't worry, you're still adorable. It's mainly that those floating red lips are kinda creepy. You don't even have eyes. How do you know where I'm looking? I can feel your gaze! Let's get right down to business. Here's the deal. The Department of Operation Defense took this case because the attack on Miss Joyce is... Miss Joy. Why am I saying Joyce? It's Joy. Is part of a serial murder investigation. Joy's still alive. Do scary things like that really happen in the land of elation? I'm pretty sure that people also find elation in killing other people, so I'm not surprised. Alice, at the end of the day, Plan Arcadia is no Arcadia. There you go, Sunday! In recent months, there's been a series of murders in Dimension City. 17 cases to be exact. Oh, that makes 18 now. Our investigation has turned up a number of similarities between the incidents. As for the specifics, here's the case summary. You can read through it yourself. Here we go. Case number 1. Ambervox, streamer, a blue streamer, found dead in a streaming studio, lips missing. Oh. Moonlull. What is Moonlull? Low after a singer, found dead in recording studio. Specialized vocal organ missing, no signs of forced entry. Click Me for Miracles, a light poor actor, found dead in a dressing room, fingernails missing. Buddha idol, a ghost idol, found dead in a dance practice room, lower body missing. Oh, I hate that. Singer, a ghost singer, Carlo. Okay, found dead in an artist's resting room. Ocular structures missing, no sign of forced entry at the scene. There is no sign of forced entry anywhere. A light poor actor, Herzler. Horn-like structure missing. What? Varen is an orc streamer, found dead in the living room of their home. Luminescent markings on the body missing. Tyranno Godfist, a blue fighter, found dead in of teeth missing. Lark Rice Cook Chef, an orc chef, found dead in the break room, parts of the scarlet skin missing. Byron Wildbreath, a light poor streamer, dead in a studio, tail missing. Senna Scissorkick, didn't we have this before? The last name Scissorkick, that seems familiar. I guess not, okay. An orc fighter, dead in a training room, both ears missing. Herz Warp, a Moonlull streamer, dead in the living room of their home, distinctive arm markings missing. Tobin Ash, a Megatron actor, expression module enhancement components missing. Oh. Cord Whitecords, a Lightpost streamer, found dead in a gym. Torso muscles missing. Adds the one that glows, a Megatron actor, dead on the balcony of their residence. Tactile extensions missing. Bella Void Voice, a Megatron singer, dead in a music production studio. Resonator core missing, no sign of forced entry. Parallax, a Moonlull idol, dead in a lounge. Decorative components missing, no sign of forced entry. So, man, I don't know. What are these missing parts? How are they connected? either to the victim or the case in general. Because there are some markings missing, eyes, muscles, skin tone, fucking voice cords, vocal cords. God, there's so much. What the hell is the perpetrator doing with all of these missing parts, bro? Building the super mecha Planarcadia being? I don't know. I have no clue. What the hell might their goal be? Here are some of the main points. First, all the victims were imaginary, working in the entertainment industry. Streamers, singers, comedians, and of course idols like Miss Joy. Secondly, every victim has body parts removed. The perpetrator's imaginesis technique is exceptional. Their peeling method is so clean and precise it leaves almost no clue behind for us to follow. Shit. And there's one last thing tying everything together. All the crimes happened on the victim's own turf. Homes, studios, private lounges. But there were absolutely no signs of forced entry. How? Almost as if they were invited in. Like a vampire? However, that's strange. What's strange about that is that none of the victims told any of their family or friends about having invited a guest or someone coming to visit. The Department of Aberration Defense is temporarily calling this mysterious serial killer the Millennium Killer. After all, it's the year 1999. Okay. Stop giving killers cool nicknames, I swear to God. So the Millennium Killer everyone's been talking about online is real, and here I thought it was just an urban legend. Since they were invited in, the killer must have been known to the victims, right? Before the case was transferred to the Department of Aberration Defense, the Security Bureau had already investigated along these lines. However, even though all the victims were in the entertainment industry, the circles of singers and comedians are quite distinct with minimal overlap, so there are few mutual friends between them. The investigation showed the victims did indeed all know several TV producers. However, all the producers had solid alibis. Wait a minute, my case doesn't share any of those similarities with the other cases, right? The culprit didn't come to my house, but attacked me right down the street. Plus, I wasn't killed, I'm still here, though I am badly hurt. As for those differences, it probably comes down to a few of your innate traits. The killer can't visit your home, since you're always out in public. They can't murder you either. Being a large imaginary, you're just too tough to kill outright. Talk about a blessing in disguise. Why would he go for Joy then? Like, if his victim MO is always the same, why would he go out of his way for Joy? Or out of their way, sorry, I don't want to presume that the killer is male. However, the killer swiftly peeled away your eyes in public. No witness, including you, could describe any of the killer's identifying features. Such an exceptional yet cruel imaginesis technique could only be the work of a master, such as the Millennium Killer. Which is to say, that's also why I concluded that the Joy ambush incident was the work of the Millennium Killer as well. So why exactly do you need my help? Aren't you telling me way too much? Why do you need my help? Because the standard way to investigate is too inefficient. She wants us to investigate, okay? Now Miss Joy's eyes are missing and she is in imminent danger of losing her life. I can't gamble her health and the future on a slow and steady investigation. So I'm begging you to retrieve the eyes in true nameless fashion before the Millennium Killer does something to them. Can you do that? I love helping out. That's kind of illegal, so it's gonna cost you extra. No, let's be kind. Perfect, that's exactly what I expect from a nameless. Thanks for being willing to lend a hand. Well then, this meeting is over. I'll leave the rest to you. What a woman. Aren't you going to investigate with us, Miss Kuchiba? Because of my identity, I can't intervene directly in many things. But rest assured, at least for today, so long as Koi doesn't do anything too outrageous, security officers all over will turn a blind eye to your investigation. This is all I can do. Miss Joy, good luck to you both. Koi and Miss Joy. Okay. So I'm investigating with a huge pair of floating lips. Got it? Even with Miss Kuchiba's inside info, we're still missing way too much information. Since the victims were all working in the entertainment industry, it'd be great if we could consult someone from the industry. Okay. Aren't you an insider yourself? Do you have anyone in mind? Though I hate to admit it, most of my friends in the industry are doing even worse than I am. I doubt they'll be of much help. Okay. Would Sparksy count as an industry insider? Oh my god. Sparksy, of course she counts. She's Planarcadia's most followed virtual idol, and her industry prestige is considerable, if she's willing to help. But didn't you just beat her up? Sure, clashing during the Phantasmoon games is inevitable, but don't you think she'll hold a grudge and refuse to help because of that? Guess we'll have to ask. Sparksy's not that kind of person, it'll be fine. If not, I'll beat the shit out of her again. I hope you're right. Dune. Hey, you busy? I wanna ask you something. If the chat gets interrupted, Sparksy will disappear! That is true. She's living on wish power right now. I wanna ask you, are you busy? I need some help. Hold on, don't move an inch. Be there in a jiffy. I haven't even said what I need. Are you looking to take revenge? Why so eager to meet the moment we text? Are you looking to take revenge? Just who do you think I am? I'm here to help, of course. My fans have seen it all. They said you were poking your nose around at the crime scene in the Department of Operation Defense, getting into other people's business again, huh? The Millennium Killer case, right? I'm pretty interested in that guy, too. Let's discuss the details when we meet. I'll be there in a sec. We'll wait for you. Damn, she's very eager. Interesting. Uh-huh. Hi, Sparksy. Looks like Miss Sparksy's already here. Let's go look for her. Before we do that, though. Is there shit? No, I can't go to the balcony! No! I can still see the Phantom Moon, though. Bruh. Hello? I can't talk to you either? What the hell was that? Oh, the coins. Okay, the coins are falling from the sky. And I can't interact with anything whatsoever. What in the hell are you doing in this painting? Nice. Thank you. Oh, there she is. Grey hair. Baby Joy, I'm here. Hi. My game is laggy. Poor Baby Joy. I heard you were attacked by the Millennium Killer, you poor thing. Don't worry, we'll definitely catch this creep. Miss Boxy knows about me? I've actually been wanting to collab with you for a while, but I was just too busy during the Phantom Moon games, plus getting beaten up by this guy, so I never had the chance to reach out. Once this is all over, let's do a collab stream. Thank you, Miss Boxy, but now I can feel myself getting weaker and weaker. Her lips are not as red anymore. I hope I'll live to see that day, hee hee. Nonsense, idols never die! True. Let's go. So why did you come to help? I didn't know you had such a gentle side. I've always been super gentle, okay? If there was an award for playing Arcadia's gentlest top streamer, I'd definitely be the one and only candidate. Okay. It's about the Millennium case. Millennium Killer case. Conspiracy theories are running wild these days, and you know what's the most infuriating part? The most popular conspiracy theory claims that I, Sparksy, am the Millennium Killer. Oh. Look, I know I'm not exactly a saint in my daily life, but come on, compare me to a serial killer is insane. I'm so mad, but what can you do? Trying to prove your innocence online is pointless. In the end, I'll just have to clear my name myself. I see, so that's why she was eager to be here. Let's get down to business, Grey Hair. Did you get any insider intel from the Department of Operation Defense? Care to share? I guess we will. You shared the information obtained from Kuchiba with Sparksy. So, Miss Sparksy, got any leads? Look, I'm an artist, not a detective. Don't expect me to deduce any clues here. Well, let's talk to Ashveil. So you're just here for the drama, huh? Why don't you just go home? Oh my, don't be so hasty. Well, deduction isn't my forte. Acting is a required course for any idol. What do you mean acting? I was just thinking, to kill a pedestrian overpass sounds as absurd as a modern poetry line. If the Millennium Killer's so skilled at imaginesis, they must know they can't actually kill Miss Joyce, right? So I put myself in the killer's POV. Maybe this way I could figure out their motive. I'm an expert when it comes to imaginesis techniques. I'm well aware that an imaginary of Joyce size isn't something I could kill in one strike, but I'm still going to do it. Guys, if you guys have watched the anime Monster or read the manga Monster, there's this character in it, his name is like Inspector Lunge, and he does the exact same shit. He pretends to get into the mind of the killer and try to figure out their motives that way. It reminds me of Lunge a lot. Because after all, I can't really be considered a serial killer. A serial killer is a psycho who kills for pleasure, and killing was never my goal in the first place. I'm not a fiend who takes lives for the sake of it. What I really care about has always been the parts that I peeled. As for their deaths, those are merely byproducts of the process. They only have themselves to blame for being too weak. Okay. So the killer's going after body parts. Isn't that an obvious conclusion? I don't get it. That's just my guess! Okay. I still don't quite get it. What does this mean? It means our dear Millennium Killer might not be a lunatic after all. The way they're peeling body parts from the Imaginary, it might actually serve a purpose. Maybe the killer's an Imaginary themselves and wants to stay alive through borrowed wish power. It's my guess, I think. If there's a purpose, that will make things easier. So the Millennium Killer isn't necessarily one person. Maybe it's an entire criminal organization that operates around the whereabouts of these parts. Could also be the case. If that's the case, we should talk to someone who really knows Planarcadia's underground world. Have you heard of Detective Ashveil? Yes, I have. I've met him recently. We've crossed paths before, we've worked together before. We're not that close. Yes. Perfect, saves me the trouble of doing introductions. Baby Joy, are you holding up okay? Actually, I'm starting to feel worse and worse. The loss of someone's wish power is hitting me harder than I imagined. Don't worry, let's make this quick and clean. We'll get your eyes back in no time. Let's roll, grey hair. Time to hit the Ashveil Detective Agency. Okay, Ashveil, I'm back again. Needing your goddamn help. He's in so many wild quests, by the way. I love that. I can't wait to see more of him. Did you guys know I want to pull for him? Okay, sorry about that. Sir, I have something for you. Why are you standing here? Where's N? Where's Mr. N? Do you not need a narrator right now? Oh my god. Well, if it isn't my old friends. I was wondering when you'd show up. Did you expect me? Though honestly, I didn't expect Miss Sparksy to get involved in this. You knew we were coming. Sparksy was the one who recommended this place to us? Looks like she finally understands that you should leave professional work to the professionals. Getting all cocky right from the start. This is exactly why I hate detectives. Mr. Ashveil, nice to meet you. Let's stop the bickering. Miss Joy's condition seems to be getting worse. It's okay. I can hold on a little longer. Hang in there, Miss Joy. Alright, let's get straight to the point and share what we've each found so far. You shared Sparksy's analysis of the case of Ashveil. Which means these parts might have been taken for some underground transaction. I had similar thoughts, but we hard-boiled detectives can solve cases on imagination alone. We need to pay a visit to someone who actually knows something. You don't then? While waiting for you guys to arrive, I've already contacted a few friends who are willing to help. Come with me, we'll meet them out on the street. In-person interviews? That's too old school, can't you just call them instead? What do you know? Armchair detective and hard-boiled detective are two completely different archetypes. You can't mess around with character consistency, it's a serious business. Okay, Mr. Hard-boiled detective. Mr. Your computer doesn't work very well, detective. Let's go outside. Search for witnesses in Dovbrook. Can I... Since this is a crime investigation, we definitely need to bring a professional to help. Rumor has it that Ashveil has cracked countless mysteries before, so this should make for another brilliant page in his detective portfolio. As an old-school detective, Ashveil immediately drags you into the most tedious part of every school detective story, the witness interview phase. Luckily, Planarcadia is full of interesting characters, so the investigation shouldn't be too boring. Well, it's like the developer saying, come on guys, give this a chance. The characters here are so cool and quirky. You'll definitely enjoy this. We'll see you. I'll judge this. Okay. God damn it, I should have gone to Ashveil's boot hill, because apparently both are Galaxy Rangers. That would have been fun. Out of my way, pedestrians! Detective coming through. Here we go. Dovbrook. How your currents wash away the sins buried in the city. Could they wash away them? I suppose so. I get it. Suddenly dropping dramatic, poetic one-liners in weird places, totally a hardboiled detective trope. That's pretty classy. It's kinda awkward, pretty classy. Don't follow his example. Grey hair already turned into an old grey beard. Hey, come on, I'm an old grey beard at heart. Okay? Oh, her lips are getting greyer and greyer. Miss Joy, if you're really not feeling well, you should go back and rest. Oh shit, Miss Joy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm feeling a bit tired. I really want to sleep. This doesn't look good. Poor baby Joy seems even weaker than before. We need to pick up the pace. Yeah. Instead of dropping one-liners, how about hurrying the fuck up? Where are we supposed to go? I can teleport there. I think? I don't want to go through this Tanuki thing again. Oh! Fablix! What are you doing here? Why are you not at work? Dude, I'm lowering your pay. How dare you? Who the... Hims? Yo, old man! You finally showed up! I've been waiting ages for you. Wow! And you brought two big shots with you. What an honor! Old man! Let me introduce you to Miss Hims. Hims? Her job is helping reformed ex-criminals reintegrate into society. Don't say ex-criminals. Reformed individuals sounds much better. Sure, they might be a bunch of rotten watermelons, but wanting to turn over a new leaf is a good thing. Because of her work, Miss Sims is very familiar with the dark side of Planet Arcadia. You could say she's a walking encyclopedia of crime, so I consulted her about the whereabouts of those parts. Look who's talking, criminal encyclopedia? This old geezer doesn't know how to hold his tongue. Back to the point, I've looked at the material you gave me. How should I put this? I'm not convinced that the Millennium Killer's goal is doing business. Unlike organic life forms, the parts of an Imaginator that might actually be of use are usually those with special functions like fangs, claws, fire sacs, or venom glands. Would you look at the parts this person peeled? Limbs and faces aside, he takes spectacles, bow ties, cowlicks. Who'd even want that? It makes zero market sense. I cannot read, bro. Holy shit. Imagine this. An evil millionaire splurges on a black market bow tie and attaches it to themselves. That doesn't look like something any sane person would do. Can't really rule out that there are lunatics like that out there. Twisted minds. Who can even figure them out? That's beyond me. I only understand greedy bastards, not mentally unstable lunatics. But the peeled parts of the victims contained a lot of wish power, right? Just like our baby Joy, those eyes of hers contained 90% of her total wish power. If they were only after wish power, they could steal, rob, or scam. But committing a capital crime for such a small amount of wish power, they are taking a huge risk for very little return. So it's probably not for profit. I get what you mean. Thank you for your help, Miss Sims. Of course, hope you can catch that guy soon. Okay, it's not for profit then. For personal reasons? Why though? Are they, whoever is stealing... Hello? Dude, Ashveil just got hit with a car! Did you not see that? Oh my god, bro. That was insane. Dude. Look how many people are waiting here because we talked to this one person. That is crazy. Holy shit. What did I want to say? Right, maybe, whoever is stealing these parts is a Imaginator that is maybe not completed. And that is why they want the wish power. I think that is also somewhat possible, maybe? I don't know where they are going with this plotline right now. At Lone Freerider. I've heard of you before. Mr. Ashveil, the Millennium Killer won't come after me, right? I'm just starting to make a name for myself. I can't have my life cut short like this. Okay. Hello? Don't worry, Ed, Lone Freerider. The Millennium Killer won't notice you anytime soon. Okay, a way to put someone down, bro. Let me introduce Ed, Lone Freerider. He's been hanging around Dothbreak District for years, and he's a future superstar. He knows the entertainment industry's behind-the-scenes secrets like the back of his hand, and might give us some leads that even the Department of Aberration Defense hasn't picked up on. Hey, Mr. Detective, are you picking on me on purpose? With a mega superstar like me right there, why would you need to ask anyone else about the behind-the-scenes secrets? Come on, don't say that. You're a top-tier superstar, and he is top-tier in the other direction. When it comes to that market, Ed Lone Freerider definitely knows better than you. He's the ultimate grassroots expert. What kind of compliment was that? Anyway, forget it. I've looked at the list you gave me. There's a very subtle connection between those people. I wonder if you've noticed it. There's an interactive segment? Gotta keep things interesting. Okay, every single one of them only rose to fame this year in 1999. None of them has been famous for more than a year. Also, all the victims were newbies. Not all the victims were late bloomers just like me, so that guy won't target me, right? Mr. Ashveil, you definitely catch the Millennium Killer, won't you? Cut to the chase first. What do you mean by late bloomer? The victims started their careers way back. Some of them even debuted in the 70s. It was only this year that they suddenly became popular. Actually I didn't get many fans until this year as well. After decades in the industry as a nobody, finally achieving overnight success through years of accumulated effort and being a late bloomer, such life stories are actually quite rare, and now everyone on this victim list is like this. That is so sad! Wow, I'm getting goosebumps, this is pretty creepy. This reminds me, I discovered by chance that the Millennium Killer only takes the parts that resonate most with the audience. People online keep saying my little duck lips are cute. What if that makes me a target for the Millennium Killer? Mr. Ashveil, I'm really scared. You'll catch him, right? Don't worry, Ed Lone Freerider. You won't get hurt. We've got your back. I hope that is the case. Actually, D-list celebrity. So it maybe is about wish power after all. I can't say for sure, though. I still have one last friend to meet up with. Let's go see them. Okay. Let's go with Boothill this time. Why? Because I want to shoot shit down, okay? Heh. I want to use this gun. Oh! There you are. Okay, I finally found this guy. A chest. Oh my god, look at them! Adorable. What the hell? Training emoji. I quit. I'm never going back to the smashing boulder on skull stuff again. Just hang in there. Once you finish smashing this pile of bricks, you'll officially graduate. Or maybe I'll get smashed to death before I graduate. Why are they smashing each other with bricks? Are they stupid? What the hell are you training for, bro? Oh my god, I can't with these NPCs, man. They are so dumb sometimes. Holy shit, so nonsensical. It's crazy. Oh. That was accidental. That is, guys, that is what you get when you fire a gun, okay? Prepare to embrace combat. Even though you didn't maybe plan for it. Sorry, guys. I rarely ever play break effects. I'm so sorry. Boom. Thank you, Clarky. Sure. Hehe. This is gonna take a while. I'm sorry about that. I thought about pulling for Rappa, but then I was like, maybe Rappa will be in the shop someday. You never know. And so I didn't pull for her. Will I regret this? No, I have boot health. Sorry. Getting distracted again. Hey, let's go. Bleed damage. God damn it. Why am I like this? Why the hell am I like this? Hello? Needle wielding emoji! Doc, are you gonna drop blood yet? Almost there, just one more vial and we're done. But I feel like my body's getting more and more deflated. That means you've gotten rid of your negative emotions. Oh no, is this goddamn like happy smile treatment? Is it surgery? I swear to god, I don't want to see this shit ever again in my life. Who the hell are you? Sally, man. Ah, Ashveil here, and you two. Since this is our first meeting, I'm Sally, man, a staff member at the Noblesse Department Store Sale Division. Okay. This guy's my drinking buddy. You might have met him before, but he's a total drunkard. Oh, okay. He's usually not the sober after work hours, so he probably doesn't remember whether he's seen you or not. Okay. Ha, give me a break. How else am I supposed to survive that job without a drink or two? That is so depressing, holy shit. Outside of work, I'm also the president of the fan club for the wrestlers Senna Scissor Cake. About a month ago, Miss Senna was killed by the Millennium Killer. She was an orc, and the part that the murderer took from her was her ears. Sallyman's been a devoted fan for ages. Maybe he can give you a fresh perspective. I'm definitely an OG fan. I've been following Miss Senna since her first match in 1993, though through all these years, even when her career was just lukewarm, I stayed loyal. Miss Senna's ears used to be just like any other orcs, but then she suddenly went into seclusion for a month, claiming she was undergoing spiritual training. When she finally emerged, those ears looked different. When she finally emerged, those ears of hers had somehow transformed into adorable cat ears, just like a light paws. She told us back then that it was the result of spiritual training. When your spirit grows, your body responds accordingly. I guess that growth really did pay off, because after her seclusion ended, Miss Sana quickly became a red-hot superstar in the wrestling world. Oh, okay. Interesting. Why though? Did she get some kind of surgery, maybe? But just a few moments later, she was murdered, months later, and that cat ears she had through a spiritual training disappeared. Okay, so the killer took them with them. A spiritual was stolen by the despicable killer, yeah. Sometimes I feel like this was a fate's cruel joke. Could it be that the very training she took to make herself stronger ended up leading her to her death instead? Ah, it hurts thinking about it. I think that's actually the case. Don't think like that. She died because someone evil killed her, not because she did anything wrong. We'll avenge her. She once bloomed with your support. What a shame I couldn't do more for her. Ashveil, you catch the Millennium Killer, right? It might not be me who catches them, but they definitely won't get away. Good. That's all I needed to hear. My drinking buddy. My fellow drunk. Baby Joy, you've been quiet for a while. Are you still hanging in there? Oh no. Sorry, I don't think I've been much help. Miss Joy, get back to your body. That should help you hold on a bit longer. No, I want to stay here. Maybe I can still do something to help. Don't take this the wrong way, Miss Joy, but there's nothing you can do here. Just return to your body. There's no need to put yourself through this pain. Detective, you don't get it at all. Under the bridge right now, Joy's fans are all gathered, waiting for news about her. How could an idol possibly waste away and die in front of her own fans? True. Sorry, I didn't think this through. Same. Honestly, same. Joy, you should get some rest. I'll protect you. Now's not the time to worry about the fans. No. Fans are an idol's lifeblood. Thank you. I'll take a nap now. If I don't wake up, please tell my fans that my eyes are actually the result of plastic surgery. Every single victim probably got surgery on the parts that were stolen. Dude, is like the killer just a surgery hater? Hello? I kept it to myself just to satisfy a small selfish bit of vanity. Such fake eyes. Yet they've gathered 90% of my wish power. How ironic. Joy, we'll wake you up. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be beautiful. Of course, the only one who did wrong was the Millennium Killer. Oh, by the laughter! This is absolutely amazing! Hello, Sparksy, you good? Sparksy, have you lost your humanity? Joyce's life is hanging by a thread and you're here celebrating. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. I meant, Joy, who said you weren't helping? You've been a huge help. Now everything finally makes sense. Koi, now you get what I mean. I totally get it now. I don't get any of it. I think I get it now. Hello, my mouse. There we go. What exactly did you two get? You are the detective and you don't get it. Bruh. Now we finally arrive at the thrilling deduction. How did the Millennium Killer gain access to the victim's private rooms? And why commit such a string of brutal crimes? And most importantly, who exactly are they? All clues are in motion. Happy hunting! Oh. Oh, that was a fun CG. Why was it so short though? Who on earth are you talking to? Forget it, you wouldn't understand. Let's just get on with the deduction already. Yeah, Ashveil doesn't know that he's in a video game. And that we are watching him. How unfortunate for him. Truly unfortunate. Work with Sparksy and Ashveil to deduce the truth behind the case. Before I do that. Ta-da! Now we've reached the most thrilling and romantic moment of any good drama, the audience challenge. In the year 1999 of the Akkadian calendar, the terrifying Millennium Killer descended from above, bringing a series of cruel and cold-blooded crimes to your joyful Arcadia. But this Millennium Killer is definitely not some indescribable monster. This person left behind plenty of clues, enough to guide you through the fog to uncover their true identity. So then, what method did the Millennium Killer use to enter the victim's private rooms, and why commit this series of brutal crimes? Most importantly, who exactly are they? The above constitutes the challenge from yours truly, the supreme streamer Sparksy. All the clues have been laid out. Happy hunting. Thank you. Let's go then. When investigating cases like this, we usually start by looking for commonalities between the victims. The most obvious common point between these people is that they are all part of the entertainment industry. But according to Miss Kuchiba's intel, those people don't seem to have any mutual friends. This might suggest that connections between them lies on the surface. Beneath the surface. Did I read this correctly? Beneath the surface, yeah. We should have gotten enough clues about that by now, haven't we, Koi? Yes. The victims started their careers way back. Some of them even debuted in the 70s. Debuted early. Sprouted cat ears. Product of plastic surgery. If I don't wake up, yeah. That's right. The clues are crystal clear now. The hidden connection between the victim is... They're all imaginate. They've all had plastic surgeries. They're all pretty famous. It's just a deduction, but I believe all these victims must have had plastic surgeries. Joyce admitted it to us. Joy, oh my god. And Senna Suzuki claimed she changed the shape of her ears through spiritual training. That's way too ridiculous, even in Plan Arcadia. It's probably just an excuse she made up for herself. That's only 2 of the victims. We can't simply jump to conclusions, can we? True, but there's another interesting point. Although they started their careers at different times, all the victims suddenly had a turn of luck this year and began making their mark in the entertainment industry. Something must have happened that suddenly changed these people's destinies this year, just like Senna Suzuki, who shot to fame after transforming her cat ears. The entertainment industry is notoriously unforgiving. Though people often claim to value talent over appearance, it's usually looks that determine who rises to the top. Even comedians must have a funny look to make it. For now, this deduction is enough to convince me. We'll see later if it really holds up. So the next question is, how did the Millennium Killer gain access to the victim's private rooms? Based on our current train of thought, we should be able to solve this problem easily. Actually, no forced entry. Yeah. And also in their private rooms. Here's the weird part. None of the victims... No one knows. None of the victims told any of their friends and, yeah, about expecting a visitor. Spiritual training. She told us about... she told us back then it was a result of spiritual training. I kept it to myself. Okay. Never told the fans. The Millennium Killer was able to waltz right into the victims' private rooms because... the victims were hiding something. The killer snuck into the room using ninjutsu. The killer was the victim's roommate. The victims were hiding something. The victims were hiding something. All these victims targeted by the Millennium Killer had their own reasons to conceal the fact that they underwent cosmetic surgeries. So when the Millennium Killer used this as a pretext to visit the victims' private rooms, the victims couldn't tell anyone about it. This was probably exactly what the Millennium Killer had anticipated. Judging from the timeline, the Millennium Killer probably used post-surgery checkup as an excuse. This way, the victims wouldn't be suspicious and wouldn't tell anyone about wouldn't tell anyone around them about the Millennium Killer's identity. Based on this deduction, we're now down to the easiest question: who exactly is the Millennium Killer? The easiest question? The identity of the Millennium Killer is obvious. The answer is a little too obvious. The plastic surgeon, right? Without a doubt, the Millennium Killer was the plastic surgeon all these victims had in common. Since everyone kept quiet about their cosmetic surgeries, the surgeon managed to escape investigation from the Department of Operation Defense. But now, this killer can't escape our pursuit. Now we're left with one crucial question. Was what the Millennium Killer trying to accomplish? What was the Millennium Killer trying to accomplish with all of this? Holy shit! Reading is so hard, guys. Do you even know how hard this is for me? Especially because English is my first language. Holy shit, I'm always mumbling my words. Can you guys even understand them? I'm so sorry, bro. Motives aren't something you can solve by deduction alone. Half the time people don't even know why they do what they do. However, based on the clues we've gathered so far, we might be able to piece together an answer. What is the Millennium Killer trying to achieve by murdering Imaginary and peeling parts from them? I'm not a fiend who takes lives for the sake of it. What I really care about has been the parts that I peeled. As for the deaths, those who are merely byproducts of the process, they only have themselves to blame. The objective isn't to kill. Most favored part. Okay. Takes parts that resonate the most with the audience. No economic value. Would you look at this? Yeah, it would make zero market sense. Imagine this, an evil millionaire. Yeah, I've had that before. Could it be that the Millennium Killer's ultimate goal is to stitch the parts onto themselves, to save our delicacies, to collect parts from different celebrities? Maybe that? Miss Himes is right. The spectacles, bow ties, and cowlicks may be useless parts for an average person, but for the Millennium Killer, those popular parts from the celebrities are priceless. I'm afraid the Millennium Killer wants to stitch all these popular parts onto themselves. It's hard to imagine the Millennium Killer's true intention: to become the most popular Imaginary, to transform into the most powerful Imaginary, or something far more mundane? Perhaps they simply want to absorb the wish power contained in these parts. Either way, this killer's a complete lunatic. So now we're going to stop them! At this point, we should contact the Department of Operation Defense. With their expertise, they should be able to quickly identify this plastic surgeon. We needn't risk confronting the culprit ourselves anymore. But I just tried to put on my best Millennium Killer POV! Myself in the Millennium Killer's POV. I know I can't kill Joyce. Leaving that loose and alive will jeopardize my future plans, unless... Oh, unless the Millennium Killer has no further plans in committing crimes. I need to remove Joyce's eyes, but I am unable to kill her directly with everyone watching. The safest approach would be to make her my last victim. It looks like whatever the Millennium Killer's plan to do with Joyce's eyes, time is running out. The killer's about to carry out the final step. We'll have to track down the culprit ourselves. Yeah, we have no time. Let's work on both fronts. We'll notify the Department of Operation Defense while taking action ourselves. Now we need to find Ed Lone Freerider. He's probably got the scoop on where these celebrities get their plastic surgeries done. Okay. Sir, did you have plastic surgery? Is that why Ashveil said that he is definitely can't be one of the victims? Maybe he knows that he didn't get plastic surgery. What in the hell is that? Clipping of the Herald of the Dead. Oh! Smug emoji. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Sorry, I'll look at you later. Dude, that is quite the way to go. I'll teleport there, man. That is quite the way to go. Holy shit. Well. Give me this. There we go. Boom, boom. Look at this fruity ass pose, by the way. Look at this, bro. I'm sorry. I love brutal. I missed my mark. What are you doing here? Mr. Ashveil, why are you back? No, don't tell me the Millennium Killer's after me now. Oh no, you have to protect me, Mr. Ashveil. I told you no one's trying to kill you. Time's short, so answer quickly. Why do you and your friends usually get cosmetic surgeries? You and your friends. I just usually go to Campbell Imaginary's surgery. It's a top plastic surgery clinic in Pentarcadia. Pricey, but the results are incredible. So he does get plastic surgery, I see. Not the premier clinic. I need somewhere secret and private. A place that won't leave any records. What options do I have? So Miss Sparksy struggles with that as well. However, as you know, because we Imaginary are so malleable, the law mandates that all our cosmetic surgeries are documented. But for the sake of their image, persona, self-esteem, vanity, and all that messy stuff, most people don't want others to know about this. Apparently, some Imagineers clinics secretly offer underground cosmetic services. Don't tell anyone I told you, but there's a top-rated clinic in our circle. They're highly skilled, reasonably priced, and their legitimate medical services are excellent too. It's called ISO. Oh my god, busted, bro. Busted! I'm Isel, an emergency doctor. Where's the patient? He's the killer! I can't believe this. Oh, shoot! Thanks, Ashveil, Lone Free Rider. We'll head out fast and contact you later. Seems like we have someone to kill, huh? No, we won't kill him, right? Surely not. I can't believe this, though. It was the bunny guy. It was the bunny dude that did this. I can't believe it, man. Holy shit. That's crazy. Hello? Let's split up into two teams. One will contact the Department of Operation Defense to organize police forces for the arrest. The other will head straight to Isolde's house. We can't let him escape no matter what. Alright, so who's gonna block the door? Just saying, I'm not too keen on having a face-off with some serial killer. Miss Kuchiba's authorized Koi to investigate the case, so Koi should be the one to confront the suspect directly. So the question isn't about which one of us contacts the Department of Operation Defense, but rather who Koi chooses as her companion. Okay, sorry about that. Dang it, to think we're leaving the choice to this little greyhead. Whatever, you can pick whoever you want, but I'm not too keen on confronting a serial killer. Okay, I know who to choose. Come on, you're supposed to be your top paths rider. Don't tell me you're scared of a serial killer. It's not about my capabilities, it's just that I don't wish to target to a creep. That's so gross. Don't worry about her, Koi. It's your call. Who do you want to team up with the face to catch the Millennium Killer? I'll go with Ashveil. Alright, let's sit down. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to pull for him. I love him. Stay safe. I'm off to snitch to the Department of Operation Defense. And Sparksy doesn't want to go anyway, so who am I to, you know, go against her wishes? Miss Sparksy went to report to Miss Kuchiba. We should get along. Let's go straight to the clinic and arrest the killer. The Millennium Killer must be pretty dangerous. Yeah. The Millennium Killer probably didn't expect us to have already uncovered the truth. Time is of the essence. Let's go. Let's go and confront a serial killer. Interrogate Dr. Isol and confirm the murderer's identity. Can I not read this? Okay. Ashveil is an old school detective who doesn't go in for fancy tricks and clever schemes. Now that he knows the culprit's identity, the next step is obvious. Lock on to their position. Kick down the door. An executive a righteous live-action takedown? It suddenly occurs to you that March 7th once made a sharp observation when recommending hard-boiled detective novels. A lot of readers take things too literally and think hard-boiled detectives just mean they're constantly brawling with people. But if you actually read a few of these books, you realize hard-boiled detectives get one-sidedly beaten up way more often! That is so true! March, that is so true. Maybe they're going for some kind of broken aesthetic. With your combined combat power, you two shouldn't end up getting one-sidedly pummeled. Don't worry! Imagine Ashveil getting the shit beaten out of. That would be funny. Sorry. God, I really have a weakness for hard-boiled detectives. I'm so sorry. Especially because I love reading detective fiction. Holy shit. Where the hell even is he? Go. Oh, he's there. Oh, okay. Okay, I can do this. Garden of Recollection. Don't even start with me with the Garden of Recollection. Uh-huh. Whatever you say, Boothel. It's the Divine Sage again. I'm here. Oh my god, it's the dentist. Right next to the dentist. It's always right over there. We should go get some answers. Stop there, criminal scum! Dr. Izol, do you have time for a quick chat with us? We just want to ask questions. Mr. Ashveil, Miss Quiet, what brings you here? Has Miss Joy's condition gotten worse? So you're the Millennium Killer. Villains, surrender now! Huh? What do you mean? Good, your panic seems genuine enough. Now, would you mind explaining to us why all of the victims of the Millennium Killer had plastic surgeries at your clinic? Victims of the Millennium Killer? I can make heads or tails of what you are saying. Izol Clinic doesn't even have a plastic surgery department. Doesn't have one officially. Ha! Got him. Bitch. No, could it be? It can't be her. You seem to know something. If you've got something to say, speak up. Sorry, I'm not really sure myself. I have a doctor on my team who used to be a doctor at Campbell Imaginesis Surgery. In 1998 she quit and joined our clinic, saying the pressure at big hospitals was too much. I've actually known all along that she was performing underground plastic surgeries behind everyone's back, but she's highly skilled in medical care, so I just turned a blind eye. Dumbass. Still, she's such a gentle person, there's no way she could be a serial killer. Whether she's a serial killer or not, we'll reach a conclusion after seeing her with our own eyes. Can you tell us, what's this doctor's name? Where is she now? Bartoli Miranda. Her name is Bartoli Miranda. At this hour, she usually walks around the plaza. Alright, thanks for cooperating. Let's go. Time to meet this Miss Miranda. Miranda writes! I still might be lying to you. Would you still go for a walk at a time like this? Don't worry, he's not lying, I can tell. Okay, I'll trust your intuition, Mr. Hardboiled Detective. Confront the Millennium Killer face to face, okay. Oh my god, this ghost. Man, ghosts on this map are always like throwing me off a little. They shouldn't, but they still do, I can't help myself. Oh my god, there are two of them that I can fight. Okay, I'll do this later. Boom. I will not shoot down these wonderful, beautiful planes. I will never do this again, okay? I've learned from my mistakes. Come follow this over 70-year-old screamer? Why is this person like sweating? Turn off the beauty filter if you dare! A 70-year-old streamer with a beauty filter? That is so funny, bro. Oh my god. Bruh. Oh shit. There she is. Excuse me, are you Miss Bartoli Miranda? A Foxian? Oh shit. Yes, having too much of a routine isn't the best idea. Makes it way too easy for detectives to track you down. Of course, if you've got nothing to hide, you shouldn't be afraid of a detective tracking you down, right? Millennium Killer. I've always hated that moniker. Just because the incident happened in 1999, they went with Millennium. Just because many imagine I died, they have to label me a killer. Oh, so she took all of these parts for herself. They are already on her body. Okay. Oh. Were they supposed to call you something else? You're not even going to try to talk your way out of it? No, I don't get to where I am today just to bicker with fools. Since you two aren't just any random nobodies, I suppose I don't mind explaining why I did this. Okay. I used to be an excellent plastic surgeon. Most of my patients ended up becoming prominent, head-turning stars. But you aren't a star and you were jealous? Yet, regardless of how much attention and glamour these worthless people, who owe all their success to the favors I'm so kindly bestowed upon them, receive, I'm still just a nameless doctor. Well, yeah, bitch. This career path threw me off balance for a while, but I pulled myself together pretty quickly. You can't keep tearing yourself apart. I thought maybe instead of being a benefactor, I could be a sower. Okay. So I came to Izol's clinic where I secretly planted the parts I needed in those fame-hungry fools. When they truly become famous, those eye-catching parts I created will already be brimming with wish power, ripe for my harvest. I hate her. So I've made it clear I'm not a killer. I'm merely following the natural law of sowing in spring, reaping in autumn. Once the harvest is complete, that is, now, I will transplant all these parts onto myself. Doesn't it give you the joy that a bountiful harvest brings? Now my body's entirely made up of the most eye-catching parts in plain Arcadia. In this age where attention is king, I have taken the throne. I crown myself ruler of gazers. I fear neither the Security Bureau nor the Department of Operation Defense, and least of all you so-called supplicants. I am ascending to godhood, and modern laws cannot bind me. Ascending to godhood isn't that easy. You're just a god-awful lunatic at best. Ha, you tell him. Hell yeah, I got Ashveil's support, let's go. Just the reaction I expected. Whatever, I'm not going to argue with the dead. Just stop calling me the Millennium Killer and don't call me Bartley Miranda anymore either. I have a brand new name now. Franken Official? Hello? I have a new brand new name, a noble title, befitting the ruler of gazers. Franken Official. That name sucks. I'm sorry. That name sucks ass. What a dumb name. What an ugly appearance. True. Yeah, that is a dumb name. After killing so many imaginary, this is what you cobbled yourself together into. Do you actually think this looks good? Mock me all you want. I shall grant you forgiveness through a merciful death. There's just no reasoning of a complete lunatic. Get ready for battle. Yes, I will, sir. Already in battle. Yes, and I know. Behold, my unparalleled mighty wish power. Why is Ron made the victim? Why did I use a break effect character? I didn't know I had to boss fight. Oh well. Should I kill the little bitches first? No, I have already full buff. Sure. Boom. Oh, this enemy doesn't have fire weakness. God damn it. The little ones do though. Here we go. I have Gallagher E6 by the way. Finally, after 55 years. Ouch. That hurt like a bitch. Hello? Oh no, don't tell me Buddha's gonna die now. Booty hole, no! Okay, he's alive. Yes. He's still alive. Hell yeah. God damn it! His weakness takes ages to be broken. Oh shit. Well, thank God I have Casterus in my account. Holy shit. Okay. Uh-oh. Bitch, could you stop? Oh my god. Boom. Boom. Who will I kill? You. Uh-huh. Oh, sure. And I think his weakness must be broken now, right? Yes, okay, good. Oh, look at this damage! Yes, Boodle! No, wait, this wish power. This can't be. I was so close to ascending to godhood. You deserve to die, truly. Bye! See you in your next life or something. Something's wrong. Why, I can't maintain my form anymore. Why is my wish power structure collapsing? Impossible! My imagination's technique is perfect. I feel terrible. I can't die here. Ugh. Damn. She's turning back into Whisper. Yeah. I think we went a little overboard. That's way too fragile. What happened? That's way too fragile. Well, it's not our fault. It's entirely her own fault. Okay! Shifting the blame. I'm no Imaginesis expert, so I can only offer a rather basic explanation. While the imaginary are intelligent beings, they resonate with all traditions of art. You see, when it comes to art, it's all about knowing what to emphasize, balancing detail with brevity. If a painting, novel, or song tries to emphasize everything, then it's essentially the same as emphasizing nothing at all. True. Similarly, if an imaginary's entire body was made of the most eye-catching parts, they'd end up like this. Frank, what's her name? Unable to maintain her form. Yeah, Frankenstein. Just a few hits with a bat and they turn into, well, this. Blobs. Did you know? These Whisper are the smallest units of wish power in Planet Arcadia. She really turns to her most basic form. What a perfect ending. Why are you laughing? But that's definitely not a good ending for us. Now that she's dead, there's no way we can face Miss Kuchiba. Don't worry. You were just acting in self-defense. You didn't do anything wrong. Okay, I'm getting protected for killing someone. I love that. Perfect. Talk about having impeccable timing. Sparksy can manage to dodge the final battle. Damn, she really doesn't want to fight. Don't tell me your whole body is turned into Whisper. Are Joyce's eyes still there? Don't worry, Miss Joyce's eyes are fine. I was quick on my feet and managed to keep them safe before Miss Miranda disintegrated. Let's return her to Miss Joy together later. Okay, thank God. This is the diary we found during our search of Miranda's house. This person's mind is twisted to a bone-chilling degree. Here we go, guys. Sentient beings have a pathological craving to be seen. It's not just the imaginary who live off attention. Carbon-based and silicone-based life forms are the same. They scream and shout when they're angry because they want to be seen. They sob quietly when they're sad because they want to be seen. They go on TV, star in movies, sing, debate, and govern, all because they want to be seen. I want to be seen too, but there's a fundamental difference between me and most people. Most people want to be seen, while I should be seen. The world ought to look toward people like me, not the fleeting idiots paraded across television screens. Back in 1986, when I was still a medical intern, I helped develop the Stoner protocol for treating narrative structure fragility in imaginary. Newspapers hailed it as the greatest medical advancement of Planarcadia's second millennium. If you ask me, it should have been called the Bartley protocol. She's so full of herself. Stoner only reached this conclusion with my hints, and let's not forget that I was the one fetching coffee for the research team all those years. But I'm not gonna make things hard for Stoner. He was, after all, still someone worth noticing, just slightly below my level, that's all. She's so full of herself. Not that anyone cares about him. His later years were pretty bleak. Not that he was poor, he was actually quite wealthy. It's just that I've never seen such a shriveled plue. All imaginary who go on scene end up like that. I refuse to become like him. I will reclaim what's rightfully mine. I will take back my rightful place at the center of attention from the hands of those fleeting fools. Holy shit. The most evil of evil monologues, holy fuck. The medical training I originally received and imaginary cosmetic reconstruction are basically two entirely different disciplines. Fortunately, I'm far more intelligent than the average person. I can master both. Bruh. Imaginary cannot create imaginary. This is an iron law established when the laughter created this world. As such, the so-called imaginary cosmetic surgeons are definitely defying the natural law of the eon, establishing their own doctrine of creation. I can't create imaginary out of thin air. Wish power can flow from my body and condense it to another individual. But I can reforge the forms of other imaginary, change the shape of a horn, alter lip color, add vivid patterns to skin, extend wings from the ribs. With such minute adjustments, I can bring forth magnified miracles. Organs altered in this way are often unstable, like balloons filled with air. Their courses are hollow, unsupported by any narrative structure. In time, they'll inevitably wither and collapse. For example, I could extend a horn atop an orc's head, but without structural support, that horn would soon disappear, leaving behind nothing but a bald green forehead. But if that horn were to command the center of attention, Wishpower would gradually fill it, granting it a stable structure and permanently integrating it into the orc's physiology. That is very interesting that it works like that. It will no longer be a fragile shell. In theory, if I were to cultivate enough imaginary components in this manner, allow them to become saturated with wish power, then strip them away and assemble them into a new individual, there would be no question that I would be defying the law that imaginary cannot create imaginary, thus creating an entirely new imaginary. But there's little value in doing so. It is far more worthwhile to transplant them all into myself. If I worked at a cosmetic surgery clinic, I would be forced to follow their schedules and operate on every fool who walked through the door. That would defeat the purpose. First, not every imaginary can attract sufficient attention after surgery. Without it, the newly imaginated organ cannot be filled with wish power. Second, neither these people nor the parts they wish to alter necessarily share my textual lineage. Among imaginary, only those with identical textual lineage can potentially fuse with one another. Isol's clinic provides to be an ideal workplace. He had no interest in imaginary cosmetic procedures himself, and he turned a blind eye even to my side hustle. This gave me the freedom to seek out my own clients, individuals prominent enough, but not too prominent, and compatible with my textual lineage. This is a long-term endeavor. One sows in spring and reaps in autumn, and now's the time to sow. My first crop has already taken the bait, a streamer-nate ambervox, a plue who does beauty content, long languishing in obscurity. Until I told her she needed more attractive lips, I did not deceive her. She truly did need them. I simply needed them more. Next, I need to plan ahead for the harvesting. I'm thinking if I make a house call under the guise of a follow-up examination, that should lower the guard. What then comes, I should. Oh my god. The rest of the text has been heavily redacted by the Department of Operation Defense. It is presumed unsuitable for public disclosure. Oh my god. So, I guess she's describing here how she's going to, take these body parts from them. Holy shit. One question remains. When my entire body is covered with parts taken from other Imaginae, I will likewise require vast amounts of wish power to fully stabilize these structures and truly make them mine. So once all harvesting is complete, I will have no choice but to expose myself to the public eye. That may mean arrest or death. It does not matter. I am not particularly concerned with how long I live. In the modern age, everyone can get their 15 minutes of fame. I only want my 15 minutes. Wow. That is truly desperation for your 15 minutes of fame. That is crazy, man. They would do anything to get internet brownie points. Holy shit. That is also true in modern day, by the way. People do unhinged shit to get attention online, bro. Oh my god. Okay, I'll need something to drink and then we'll finish this quest. Because, oh my goodness, my throat is killing me. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Let us finish this quest. Holy shit. We got the serial killer killed. Let's go. Thank you both for your hard work. I also want to apologize for not being able to arrive at the scene in time to provide support. It's alright. It's not like you got hurt or anything. Don't go around forgiving people on others' behalf. But of course, neither of us was seriously hurt. We should apologize to Miss Kuchiba for failing to capture the Millennium Killer alive. Don't sell yourself short. I've also made some... Come on, you two! Cut the pleasantries already and go return those eyes to Baby Joy! True! She's almost about to die. Hard-boiled detective. Bye! There she is, disappearing forever. Look at this cat! Oh my god, it's so chunky. It's so cute. Also, what is this achievement? Infiltrate the CEO's conference room. The essence of being a detective lies in the down-to-earth investigation of truth and relentless pursuit of evil. Work with Ashveil to stop the Millennium Killer. By the next Ginkgo season, the dandelions will drift no more. Let's opponent fulfill her wish. Their wish. Ah, true. This was the last quest we did in the last episode. Man, I forgot to claim this. I really love the dandelion achievement name. It has something tragic, yet also very beautiful when it comes to revenge. What in the fuck is that? I will try to ignore this for now. Because we have priorities, okay? Where the hell am I supposed to go? Oh, back to where we started, huh? Yum Yum Alley? What is this called? Yum Yum Alley. Infinity 11? Okay. I guess there are no weekdays in Plain Arcadia. Holy shit. Okay, fine. Hello. I have returned with your eyes. Her eyes are back. Miss Koi, Mr. Ashveil, Miss Sparksy, Miss Kuchiba. Everyone's here and I've got my eyes back. That means you successfully caught the Millennium Killer. I wouldn't say we caught her, but in any case, she won't get another chance to harm anyone. Nice. Sorry if you guys see a spike in my recording. I just checked if I was recording to begin with. Thank you for saving me, and thank you for bringing justice to those innocent imaginary victims. Even if the culprit is brought to justice, the damage she caused cannot be erased. Many people have lost their family and friends, and many others have lost their idols. Those wounds will take quite some time for everyone to heal, I'm afraid. There will always be someone who brings hope and heals our wounds. Some wounds will never heal. Yeah. Indeed, that's why living with our wounds is a lesson that everyone has to learn in life. Miss Joy, you finally made it! We knew you could pull through. I really thought I'd never see you guys again. I miss you all so much. We miss you too, Miss Joy! Maybe we can never stop evil from troubling kind people. But at least today, we saved the glimmer of hope. True! Oh my! Doing good deeds once in a while actually feels pretty nice. Maybe I should try it more often. Oh, that looks cool. Thank you all for your assistance. The Department of Operation Defense has also provided you with bonuses in recognition of your own outstanding contributions to the Millennium Killer case. Awesome! Getting paid for doing good deeds! I'm feeling even better now! Yes, Sparksy can become Ashveil's right-hand woman right now. Let's go. However, Mr. Ashveil, Miss Sparksy, although it's a bit awkward to say this here, there's another matter I need your help with. Please come with me to the Department of Operation Defense and assist us in completing the case report. Hold up, why is it just the two of us? Doesn't Koi have to be present? She's our main detective here? She is a foreign guest. Alright, fair enough. Hold up, I can play that game too. I can also act like I'm a foreign guest. No, you can't. Be a good sport and come out help. and come help out with the Department of Aberration Defense's work. I take it back. I'm never doing good deeds again. Looking back now, I really did crack a major case. In that case, aren't I making a name for myself in Planet Arcadia's criminal history? Hee hee. That came out wrong. I made myself sound like a criminal. Anyway, I took care of something major. How delightful. Love that for me. So true. So true, Stell. Millennium Killer mission completed. We did it! We stopped the serial killer. Joy and her fans. Okay. Let us post online about the good deeds we did. Oh my god, look at us! This is so funny. Breaking news. Millennium Killer taken down by Good Samaritan. A Department of Aberration Defense spokesperson has confirmed that the Millennium Killer responsible for 18 murders in Plain Arcadia this year had a chance encounter earlier today in Dimension City with 2 helpful citizens assisting with the investigation, resulting in a violent confrontation. During the altercation, the suspect was killed on the spot by the 2 helpful citizens. Broken heart emoji. The Millennium Killer has been identified as Bartley Miranda, 36, a doctor from Dimension City. The investigation into the case is still ongoing. Publish. Let me read the comments. Said a concerned citizen. Thank you, Yao Guang. Serial murder died on the spot due to concerned citizens. Who knew language could reframe optics like that? Oh my god. Holy shit. Died on the spot due to concerned citizens. That's funny. The folks from Plain Arcadia sure pick a punch. I've heard these 2 concerned citizens are a certain magazine boss and a certain hard-up detective. Never mind then. It's wild. Oh my god. Said a concerned citizen! Thank you, Marge. Does anyone have... Oh my god. Does anyone have the contact info for those 2 brave citizens? I'm a 65-100 guy! No house, no car, just that and a lot of potential. I just love heroic figures like them. DM sends, don't let me down. Bro, I messed up. What? He DM'd him! Don't let me down. Oh my god. I messed up. Did Ashveil threaten them or some shit? Good riddance. Pop the champagne. Sucks that we couldn't officially put her on trial, but whatever. Dimension City is rid of that menace at last. Looks like Night Strolls just got a whole lot safer. Nice. Let's go, guys. We did it. We have done justice today. Oh, also... How could I forget? I finally have it! Okay, I need to dress to impress right now. I'm so sorry. Oh, I misclicked. I'm so sorry. Since I am in this team now, officially, I have to dress to impress. Look at this! Finally, truly, I am a member of the Phantom Moon Games now. A temporary supplicant mask designed by Evanestia Foucault in a raccoon style befitting only the protagonist. Now come, let me make you more of a protagonist. Raccoon is equivalent to the word protagonist. I love that. Hell yeah. Nice, guys. Woo! We're doing another quest now, even though I've recorded for 1.5 hours. I don't give a damn. I don't know if the quest is on the bridge, though. Oh, it isn't. Okay. Are you guys ready for another one? Before I do that, should I fight? I don't feel like it. We'll do the next quest. Sounds like someone arguing. I hope it doesn't turn into a fight. Maybe I should go check it out. I mean, break it up. Let's take a look. Calm fan. Are you calm? Let me emphasize this one more time. Detective Mercator never loses, and your Vexus is just grasping at straws. Tough looking fan. Nonsense. I doubt you've even read the original, the Labyrinth game comic. You're probably just some newbie who hopped on after the animation started airing, watching a couple episodes, and now you're here pretending you know everything. Okay. Hello? What are you guys arguing about? We are fighting for our own idols here, so back off. I don't want any collateral damage. Take it easy. It looks like we've got a newcomer who hasn't fallen down the rabbit hole yet. So are you interested in participating in the Labyrinth game only, Khan? Come experience the battle of wits between Detective Mercator and Vigilante Vexus. The Labyrinth game. Our favorite comic. A masterpiece of tactical brilliance and influential that influenced Planet Arcadia. If you're interested, you absolutely have to check it out. The animation adaptation is airing right now, and I guarantee you'll fall in love with Vexus once you watch it. Nah, for our queen of mind games, Mercator, she's destined to win. Destined to win? Oh, please, don't forget Mercator is just some some kid who looks like a normal elementary school student, but Vexus can literally cast people to death. All she needs is someone's face and name. What's wrong with being normal? That psycho killer Vexus doesn't even know Mercator's real name. That's her winning hand. I will not let you call her a psycho killer. Please address her properly as Vexus, the righteous punisher of evil, the enchanting beauty and the vigilance of justice. She only walked the path of carnage because she couldn't stand the corruption of the city. Her sacrifice deserves to be remembered by all. Who's supposed to remember all those titles? Mercator only needs one, detective. Now that is the true path of justice. Oh, here we go, guys. Forget it. There's no point arguing with you. If only Charsky hadn't passed away so suddenly and had lived long enough to finish the ending, someone with her sense of justice would have definitely had Detective Mercantor bring Vexus to justice. So Charsky, huh? Nonsense. As if Master Chair would ever write such a hollow and boring ending. You clearly missed all the foreshadowing in the original. Vexus would definitely get away with it and have the last laugh. A mere first grader who's only 4 feet tall. Is this an insult to Mercantor's height? Her wisdom is just condensed into an adorable child-sized body. An insult? No, just stating facts. Is this a Detective Conan reference? Because Conan is also like a first grader with a 17-year-old's wit. Is this a reference to that? I don't know. Last time you mouthed off and insulted our idol, you nearly got into a street brawl with the Ashton detective, the head of our Mercator fan club? What? He's the head of the fan club? Why is Ashveil everywhere, by the way? If that talking monkey hadn't stopped in to break it up, you'd probably be visiting this convention on a stretcher today. Bringing this up again. I can't be bothered to argue with you. You Mercator fans are such killjoys. Ha! Just a friendly reminder to watch your mouth. Looks like those two aren't going to start a fight. How boring. How boring! But the Ashton detective and the talking monkey, could it be that down on his luck detective, he sure has a wide range of hobbies? True! A comic that never even got a proper ending, and it still has fans arguing this hard. Pretty impressive, honestly. Too bad I've never read it myself. I better stay out of this and get out of here. Oh no. What? Shui? Koi, long time no see. It's been ages since we last talked. What is Shui? In seclusion, not disturb. Shui, why are you writing me? Hello? My apologies, that was my oversight. When I have time in the future, I shall chat with you often. I heard you are traveling in Plan Arcadia. I have a small favor to ask of you. Speak your mind, Your Honor. No problem, Your Honor. Please go ahead. Have you perchance heard of the Labyrinth game? I am very interested in this comic. Hunting down criminals and enemies suits me better than the author's debut work. Workstar. I heard the Dimension City is holding the Labyrinth game OnlyCon recently, where many fans will... Fan work will be on sale. Alice, due to my position, I cannot personally attend the comic convention in Plan Arcadia. I hope you can buy some fan comics for me to fulfill my regrets. You're not following me, are you? What a coincidence! I'm right here! Don't worry, leave it to me. What a coincidence! I'm at the Comic Con too. Have you seen it too? That's wonderful. Thank you. Wow, Shui likes the comic, huh? What kind of fan comics should I get for Shui today? Let's check out that booth over there. Which one? Which booth over there? Oh, this one. Okay. Dude, what the hell are these? Our goal is... Oh my god. No cavities! Okay, I'm not going to bother with this. Hello, vendor. Hey, this is the Labyrinth game OnlyCon. Why'd you show up cosplaying the Fluffy? Ah well, we niche fandom folks should be broad-minded anyway. And with the Labyrinth game, animation blowing up right now will become mainstream in no time. Hi, got any fan comics? I'll take all the fan comics, yo. Yep. Unable to choose, you decide to take them all. Very decisive, thanks to your business. Well, I can't exactly encourage you wearing cosplay from another franchise to the Labyrinth game OnlyCon. I gotta admit, your baseball raccoon cosplay is spot on. You look just like the real thing. I'm so glad I put my mask on for this. Speaking of which, there's an insanely accurate Mercator cosplayer here too. Everyone's been lining up to take pictures. I'm planning to head over and check it out later. Your cosplay is so good. You should learn from others and go to the conventions you're actually supposed to attend. Don't do this again next time. Can't be bothered explaining to this guy. Speaking of which, Shui would probably be interested in the so-called spot-on cosplayer, right? I should take some photos for her before I head out. The fan comics here all seem pretty interesting. Maybe I should take another look around. Okay. Optional help Shui by fan comics. Investigate. This is a fan comic set in a parallel universe. On the cover, both Mercator and Vexus are wearing Xianzhou-style clothes. Wherefore, why dost thou not smite me? Dost thou spare my life merely to vaunt thy mercy? Thy sword doth merit but the steel and not forgiveness. Yet should I slay thee with this very hand, wherein shall I be different from thy malice? You honestly have no idea what these two classical style characters are saying, but isn't this some, but this is kind of how Shuei talks to her. She might actually like this. Never mind, the author's interpretation of Xianzhou's style in Planet always feels a bit off. Yeah. This is a beautiful printed fan comic with excellent artwork. On the cover, both Mercator and Vexus are drawn extra adorably. Miss Vexus, may I pinch your chubby little cheeks? You may not, Miss Mercator. You are a detective and I am a murderer. People like us shouldn't. Don't suddenly pinch my chubby little cheeks like that. Sorry, I just couldn't help myself. Your chubby little cheeks are just too adorable. What is this? Dude, is this Dojin that we are buying? Even though you never heard the Labyrinth game, you are absolutely certain that whoever made this fan comic hasn't either. Looks like every fandom gets plagued by these weird fan wags from people who never touch the source material, and it'd be even worse if this comic sells well. Yeah, true. Y2OOC. This is seems to be some kind of fan comic. The cover reads Transcending Modern Ethics with Vexus. It is about 700 pages without a single illustration. So a light novel? It's not light if it's 700 pages, to be honest. Vexus' actions represent a complete negation and re-evocation of the other in the context of modern ethics. Through sovereign charm work interfering with the existing order, she attempts to reforge the transcendental structure of norms upon the void of the law. In other words, Vexus is not merely a murderer, but rather one who questions legitimacy itself through the form of violence. This action is precisely a periodic destruction of a deontology and a mimetic interpretation of value re-evaluation. Oh my god, she believes she's striving for justice, yet in truth she has fallen into an infinite recursion of signifiers pointing to signifiers, reducing justice to a mere self-referential game of mirrors. You have no idea what this fan comic is about, but you do know that no matter how many people Vexus killed in the story, she very clearly missed one. That is so mean to say! Hello? Yeah. Where did this come from, bro? Holy shit. Oh, there's the cosplayer. Hello? You look just like another guy I saw, just female. Oh my gosh, what an adorably little grade schooler detective. It's like seeing Mercator in the flesh. Is this really cosplay? How does she even look exactly like Mercator? But look at that chair with eyes next to her. It looks exactly like Chasky's comic self-portrait. Please stop crowding around us. Oh man. What is happening? Hello? What's going on? Hi there, look at the camera. She's actually pretty cute. Yes. Very cute. Wait. Baseball Raccoon? You're Baseball Raccoon, aren't you? Since you're also a comic character, you should understand my situation. Please help me get out of here. Correction, the comic is based on my life. I'm just here to take pictures. Comic, real person, whatever it is. Please just find a way to get me out of here first. It's just a small crowd. If you can distract them, you can make a run for it. You decide to. Toss around some random currency. Take out the bat and threaten them with violence. Yes. Wait, is that a cosplay from the Fluffy? Don't hit me, I'm leaving. Oh no, the fans of Fluffy across the blue are here to crash our party. Nice work, Miss Chair. Now's our chance. Leg it. Miss Chair. The crowd scatters instantly, giving you the chance to escape the scene with your two strange new friends. Okay. As expected of the Baseball Raccoon from that super popular comic. Yeah, just beat people up. Seriously, I'm not a comic character. I'm just beating people up with violence, with my bat. What do you want from me? Well, let us go on to this idol. Because apparently this is also an imaginary. I can't believe this. That's crazy. Hello. Bap. Boop. Badabow. Strange imaginary. I will not interact with this time. We should be safe here now, thank you. Why are you running? I mean, getting swamped while cosplaying is pretty normal. She's not cosplaying, I guess. Come on, you really don't get it? I'm not a cosplayer, just like you're not cosplaying Baseball Raccoon. I really don't get it. Actually, Baseball Raccoon is cosplaying me. How many times will I say this? I think I get it now. Baseball Raccoon is a character based on you. Looks like our situations are completely different. But at this point, I'm really at my wit's end, so I might as well be straight with you. I'm not pretending to be Mercator. I am the Mercator from the Labyrinth game. A game? Oh yeah. As for me, I come from the notes from the author on the inside cover of each volume of the Labyrinth game. The little self-portrait that Chersky drew of herself. It's me, Miss Cher. To put it more bluntly, we are aberrations, unauthorized imaginary who transformed without the Department of Aberration Defense's approval. But hey, this wasn't our doing. The Labyrinth game hasn't been updated for over a decade. I suppose it's because during the Phantasmoon games when wish power fills the world, that led to our unexpected creation. Plus, the Labyrinth game recently got an animation adaptation, which brought this work back into the spotlight among readers. Interesting that they can manifest by themselves. Our old work's gone viral, but now Miss Cher and I have become aberrations hunted out by the Department of Aberration Defense. What a pain in the neck. Don't be so down. Look, Chersky drew us with eyes and legs back then. How awesome is that? If she hadn't died, the story would have been a perfect ending. That's probably what the fans were thinking when they created us too. What a shame all 4 of my limbs are legs, so I got no hands to learn how to draw. But you can run so fast. I want to see this chair run. I need to see this animated. That would be so funny. Holy shit. But you can run so fast. When the Department of Aberration Defense was chasing us, you just scooped me up and ran. Turn yourself in. I'll give that chair a try when I get the chance. Sit on that. Hey, hey. I hope you are here to hunt down the bad guys, not running away like me. Hunting down the bad guys? I did consider turning myself in since my life principle has always been never break the law, but I can't do that right now, and as for the reason, I think you've already guessed it. That's right, just like with Miss Cher. Vexus, the ruthless vigilante who kills without batting an eye, has also risen in this world. Vexus, a child born into a family of security officers, was once my best partner, until she walked down the path of carnage. Once she sees someone's face and speaks their name, they die exactly as she predestined. With this supernatural power, she killed her way from criminals to colleagues, from the heinous evil to anyone who stood in her path, until finally she turned her blade on the innocent. To stop her, I stepped onto the board right before the comic's ending and set a trap. If she tried to curse me to death, she'd be caught immediately, but alas, the story froze at that moment and the criminal escaped to this place. As Detective M, who knows her best, I must first stop her from committing more crimes, then turn myself in. How can you prove she's here too? As Detective M. Is this a Death Note reference then? Because in the Death Note you also only have to know their name to kill them and write it down in the Death Note. Is it a Death Note reference? I don't know. How can you prove she's here too? Because I was born. Justice never exists independently. Detectives are born only to eliminate evil. Those murder calling cards aren't just convention merge. They're being posted everywhere else too. So listen up, and I'm not being dramatic here. Vexus has entered reality, and with her blood-stained lips and hands, she will bring violent and absolute death to the city of Elation. Why didn't report this to the security officers? It's way too dangerous for kids to do this. If I report this now, I'll get arrested over my identity due to lack of evidence. The best course of action is to find Vexus fast. Do you have any reliable detective contacts in Plan Arcadia? Oh my god. Oh yes, absolutely. And it's our old friend, the Ashen Detective. You nod with satisfaction. The head of the Mercator fan club would definitely be happy to help. I can't believe he's the head of her fan club. Informants are the lifeblood of a detective. You can contact him over there, and I won't pry. Sir, we need your help again. By the way, Miss Mercator. Let's hope the help you find can provide some useful leads. Don't worry, failure has no place in Justice Detective Mercator's pipe. Okay. Sorry, if only I could have given you an ending. Forget it, Chersky already did a great job. Well, it's unfortunately that they died, man. It's really unfortunate. Hello, Ashen Detective. Let's get Ashveil a call. Dial Ashveil's number. Okay, before I do that, I need a drink. He's in so many quests. It's crazy. Can I manifest him if I finish every single quest where Ashveil is in? Maybe I'll win my 50-50. Sorry. Did I tell you guys I want to pull for him? Sorry about that. Well then, let's call our favorite detective. Hello, sir. I know I recently saw you, but still. Can you confirm that, Mercator? Oh, voice from the TV. Stop watching that animation. You've got a client calling. Can you confirm that? Dude, what? He's watching the show right now? He's watching the anime? Hello, this is the Asian Detective Agency. I'm busy right now and very happy to be of service. Very unhappy to be of service. Don't question my answers. It's all in my head. Come on. The thrill of chasing crime gets my blood pumping. Not happy serving Makita either. Not happy serving me. No. I don't care about her. Makita, you watched the Labyrinth game too? You told Ashveil about what just happened. By the laughter, Makita appeared as an aberration in Planacadia, and she said Vexus was here too. If anyone else told me this, I'd think they were messing with me, but since it's coming from you. She isn't exactly a saint either. Probably just messing with you as well. Narrator, come on! Give me some credit! No, she's different. I believe in her. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, why am I blushing? Hello? Vexus has appeared in this world. It sounds serious, but don't worry. If it's M herself, she'll definitely prevail. And just like her catchphrase says, you can curse everything, but you can never curse justice. Too bad I can't make it in person, but I'll introduce you to my best informant. Don't you want to meet your idol? Stop watching that animation and get over here. It's not that I don't want to go, I just can't. Mercator's my favorite detective. In criminal investigation, you must avoid letting emotions cloud your judgment. So I need to avoid getting too close on a personal level. Ah, I see, okay. The lazy detective. Which sounded with such an excuse. And I have fallen for it! The lazy detective? Narrator, please! Besides, isn't that what everyone says? Don't touch your idol. Idols. A little gold always rubs off. The lazy detective tries to get away with it by spouting wise quotes. Narrator, send an informant's location to Koi's phone. Remember, the passphrase is it's going to rain today. Before hanging up the phone, the detective cast a profound gaze on the window, where a storm was brewing. I love this! I love their interactions together. Looks like you've got the lead. Well then, let's get moving. Okay. I'm in love with this man. I have fallen hard for this man. And I can't help myself. Where do I go? Down there, okay. There, okay. You got it, boss. Where's your informant, Ashveil? Oh, nice. I slipped through. Cool. Streets, alleyways, shadow corners. In an instant, your mind floods with scenes from spy thrillers. All hidden currents and cover tension. And now you're about to become one of them. Let's find a way to meet the informant first. What was the passphrase that Ashveil mentioned earlier? Knock on the wall. Cough lightly. A throaty cough. That's chronic, probably. Heedy lungs. Dr. Blue. Full wish TVs. Design medical. And welcome back. Now playing the Labyrinth game animated series episode 47. Let's try a different approach. The chair just bombastic side-eyed me, bro. Knock on the wall. Easy, easier. Voice from above. This building is the actual filming location for the Labyrinth game. And chapter 32 of the comic, the last panel shows Demetri falling from this very rooftop after Vexus cursed him to death. What will we do if you damage it? Who's talking? This face! Let's try a different approach. Okay, fine. I'll do the catchphrase. It's going to rain today. The passphrase, sorry. I accept your passphrase. Who are you? Oh, it's you? You're the informant? Need the protection of the law's umbrella. I am Rainmaker, Umbrella. I am sure Ashveil has already shown you my strength. Wow, what a handsome umbrella head, gentleman. Same! How did you end up becoming an informant? I don't need protection, I need clues. How are you an informant? Keep it down, everyone needs a little side hustle, you know? Dude, you're also playing this goddamn game. You're one of the four, oh my god, you're one of the 4 elites of Cosmicon Collective as well. How many side hustles do you have? So you must be Miss Mercator that Ashveil mentioned. Being an aberration must come with many inconveniences. Perhaps you'd like me to help you file a lawsuit against the Department of Aberration Defense for imaginary identity registration? No need. I know I'm not welcome in this world, and I won't stay here for too long. But before I leave, there are matters I need to resolve. Shows Vexus' portrait. Yo. Her name is Vexus, and just like me, she's an aberration born from a comic. She's a bloodthirsty killer, extremely dangerous, and we need to find her. Oh, you're not messing with me, are you? This is clearly, Peruna, the head of the Dimension City branch of the telecom carrier Arcadia Telecom. Isn't that a comic character? A comic character? I don't read comics, so I might be wrong, but this picture looks exactly like Peruna. What? Huh, I might be wrong about this. Peruna is quite a good leader, and her subordinates can't stop praising her. Plus, she's happily married, has adopted a child, and both her career and family life are smooth sailing. She really doesn't seem like someone who would be a serial killer. Besides, she's been the head of Dimension City's Arcadia Telecom branch for several years now. There's no way she could be an aberration who manifested at the same time as Miss Mercator. I understand. Rationally speaking, Miss Peruna shouldn't have anything to do with this, but I must verify her identity in person, because my detective intuitions is sounding the alarm. If she really is Vexus, then she now has access to almost everyone's personal information in Dimension City, and she can curse without any obstacles, and otherwise Plan Arcadia has become even more dangerous. Do you have her contact info? That's private information, I really can't share that, but I do know she often visits the restaurant called Walk and Roll in Yum Yum Alley. She goes there 3 or 4 times a week. It's dinner time now, why won't you try your luck at the Walk and Roll? You just might run into her there. Okay. I remember that place. That was Cher's favorite restaurant when she was alive. That's where she came up with Rockstar, her debut work. Looks like she might be not completely uninvolved in this. Thank you very much, Mr. Umbrella. We'll head to Walk and Roll right away. Hopefully we can find Miss Peruna there. Let me remind you, the law rests on the presumption of innocence. Be careful not to let your desire to solve cases take over and push you across boundaries that shouldn't be crossed. Mr. Umbrella, Detective M is driven by justice alone. Okay. I wonder if this Umbrella is also Ashveil's lawyer. Why is this door here? This is so unnecessary. Hello? This is a door. This is a door stating the obvious. Here's the problem. There's only one door here, or rather only one door remains, with both sides of it completely visible, so what exactly is it for? Perhaps there's no need to overthink it. A door is a passage when it's open. It's a barrier when it's shut. Right now, all you have to do is open it and walk through. Then you'll know exactly where it leads and where it keeps you from. Open this door. Oh no! An ominous vortex. Perhaps you've seen a blue cat-shaped robot in possession of a similar door. A blue cat-shaped robot. The only difference is it knows where it's going, but you don't. But what's the worst that could happen? It's certainly going to get kidnapped. Are you? Go for it! Oh no. Where am I? There was an accident? Hey, wake up. You've been kidnapped. Shit! What? I can't afford to be kidnapped right now. Dude, I have a case to solve. Who are you? Why do you look like that? Hi? Hi, I'm kidnapped. Hello? Dude, what? Let me take a closer look. Hey, isn't this quite the talk of the town among the fools? Why did you walk right through the door? Because the door's right there. I came to see you. I accidentally walked right in. Because the door's right there. What a simple and straightforward reason. It's like a robber saying, because the money was right there. I am the door maker, and this is the collection room for the tavern. Collection room of the tavern. The door you just passed through is also one of the pieces of this collection. A door, crafted by my own hands. A what? A door? As anywhere door. A door for short. A door is built on pseudoscience. You could say it works through wormholes, quantum tunneling, or space-time warping, but we prefer to call it the power of Aha. A door's appearance could be a wardrobe or a rabbit hole, but thankfully, all these doors are still free of makeup. Door maker? What the fuck? That's right, that's my alias. The different fools in the tavern can traverse different planes freely thanks to a door. And door makers are the ones responsible for creating, managing, and maintaining these doors. So why did you kidnap me? I was just kidding, you weren't kidnapped, you were just sitting comfortably on the toilet. It's a toilet! Don't worry, the folks at the tavern told me you're no threat. In fact, they said you're a good friend of the tavern. As for me, I just wanted to check on the status of the door before you leave. You briefly exchanged information about the door. Okay. Uh-huh. What did I receive? What kind of info? Hey, what a banger track. Not long ago, some madless fools opened all the low quality doors in the collection room, only for them to be shut again by another meddler on the other side. Just like that, these doors escaped from the tavern. And this door before you, I built it specifically to retrieve those half-baked doors. Today it finally succeeded in intercepting someone passing through. As a token of gratitude, you're now granted permission to use this door. If you encounter a door during your journey, please go through it directly. This way I can pinpoint the coordinates on both sides of the door and complete its location mapping. So you're planning to retrieve these doors? Nah, just leave them outside. They're a hassle to retrieve anyway. A little chaos in the world is no big deal. Okay! As long as all the doors are retrieved before the world's destroyer arrives, I should be fine. Who the fuck is the world destroyer? Do I need to come all the way here to tell you in person? No need, these doors still keep access records. As long as they've been opened again, we can track them. I don't work for free. Give me them stellar jades, bro. Of course you won't be taking these risks for nothing. If our locating works smoothly, you'll get your remuneration. Come back once you've found enough. I'll be right behind this door. Oh, I can find doors? Amen! Bruh. That was completely accidental. Doesn't it remind you of Monsters Inc? Where, you can get through doors into children's rooms and stuff. And, the closets and shit. Reminds me of that at all. Well, I'll go back now. Thank you. This is a door. Knock. What's the matter, outsider? Need something from me? I want to claim my reward. I'm off. Can't I go through it? Push. A-door is a teleporter, and Aha couldn't care less where it teleports you to. Oh! So I'll just randomly spawn somewhere? You're somewhat puzzled by what the A-door next to the door maker leads. Maybe it makes venting more convenient. Interesting that it's led me here. That's not where I want to be though. God damn it. Ashveil is going to be disappointed with me. I'm taking so long. I'll hurry up. Please. I need to hurry up. I've already recorded for way too long. Walk and roll. This must be the place. Looks like there's a clerk at the door. Let's go ask her. Hello. Over 48 complaints this month by the laughter. We can't even get 50 orders in a month. But chef, we still have regulars coming in every day. Miss Peruna's my old friend. I won't count this against her. You should reflect on your own issues. But as the head chef, shouldn't you be doing some self-reflection too? You bought this place before it closed down. Don't tell me you're planning to run it into the ground again. This is where Rockstar was born. Of course I can't bear to see it go under. But this is a new era now. Who still wants plain home cooking with ordinary taste, ordinary decor, and ordinary atmosphere? The Fantasy Moon Games is in full swing. We could be riding the wave. Would it really hurt to release some special dishes? Stop fooling around and think carefully about the purpose of your work. Do you want customers to come to our restaurant to savor your culinary skills? Or just to chase after some fleeting social trends? The power of cooking lies in emotion, in life itself. We are here to comfort ordinary diners who are busy just getting through their days. Ordinary diners. Using the simplest of dishes. Have you forgotten that? Head chef, no matter how moving your words are, it won't change the fact that business is terrible. Alright, you guys go prep the ingredients. No wonder Chesky created Rockstar. This head chef is just like the protagonist from a comic. And you are? We're here to see Miss Peruna. Peruna? Wait, just a second. Is Miss Peruna here right now? Perfect. We'd like to ask her a few questions. Yeah, don't worry. I'll call her for you. It's insane. It's interesting that she doesn't recognize these characters. She's really here. Run, Perry, run! No! A figure climbed off the window and stumbled off. She ran away. Merke, she must really be Vexus. If you want to catch up to her, you'll have to first get past my blade. Does she have a knife? Leave the cook to me. Hurry and go after Vexus. Does she have a knife? Okay, she doesn't have a knife, thank God. Can I talk to them? Listen. If you want to catch up to her, you have to first get past my blade. Leave the cook to me. Hurry up and go after Vexus. Okay, I will. Vexus, stop there, criminal scum! I'm here to catch you. Where's Miss Chair? Come on, hurry up. Oh shit. She's so fast. Quick, I see Vexus right over there. Please. I'm not a runner, I'm a lover. Chair? Forget it, just get on me quickly. Sit upright. Do you have a vehicle registration? I haven't gotten my driver's license yet. It's fine, I'm basically automatic. Okay. You gingerly sit down on Miss Chair as if ascending a royal throne. Relax, sit tight and hold on. Super chair mode activate! She's so sweaty! What the heck, where's the seatbelt? Hell yeah! Oh my god, bro. What the heck is your power source? Take a guess. My ass? Is that your power source? Oh my god. Blast, there's too many people ahead. I can't fly through. I'll take a detour around. You go ahead. Okay, let's go. Holy shit, bro. Oh, I've been in this one before. I've been through this one. I remember this. God damn it. Okay. I guess we're doing this again, huh? Boom. Oh shit. There we go. Dear old friend. Actually, dear old friend, because I've been here before. I also got this chest. I have missed one coin, but I won't bother with it right now. I almost fell down. Holy shit. Let's play again sometime. Sure. Whew. Oh shit. The showdown. You successfully catch up to Chair and stop Peruna. To avoid causing a commotion, you lead Peruna to a quieter roadside. Running away the moment you see us, you must be Vexus. It's been 15 years. Why are you showing up now? Just when I finally managed to live a normal life. 15 years? Yeah, I was born 15 years ago. On the previous Phantasmoon game. Okay. 15 years ago, during the previous Phantasmoon games, Planet Arcadia was brimming with wish power. At that time, the Labyrinth game was about to end, and the comic was dominating the popular charts. That's when I was born as an aberration. People love me for cutting down the injustices of the world, but truth is, I'm not a bloodthirsty person by nature. If I could, I would have chosen to live like a normal person long ago. Because I was just so tired. The sins in that world were piled so high, you couldn't see any hope through them. That's why I'm glad I came here. Planet Arcadia doesn't have nearly as much evil, and I can finally live a normal life without worry. But you've got a lot of blood on your hands, don't you? How can we count the crimes you committed in the comic? How do we count the crimes? Isn't that just something from the comic? In the real world, I've never harmed anyone. I haven't even harmed a single Wispay. Please believe me, all those crimes I committed were nothing but fictional stories. And what about the murder calling cards? By the laughter, this is just viral marketing to hype up the animation adaptation. Don't take it seriously. I've laid it all out for you, so you should understand by now, right? Sorry, I don't understand. Which part don't you understand? Every single part. Since I was born, I've been trying every possible way to finish that comic that will never have a chance to be completed. Even in an unfamiliar place, Mercator still tries the hardest to catch you. And you with your superpowers are telling me that you want to give it all up and be a normal person. Superpowers. In this mundane life, there are too many frustrations where you try your hardest but get nowhere. My marriage is dead in the water. My adopted kid's a disappointment. What am I supposed to do? Should I crush both my son, who keeps failing his exams, and his useless father to death? In the comic, I was always scheming and plotting my every move, yet I lived in constant fear. But now, even though I have to put it... Oh my god. I have to put in all my effort just to get through ordinary life, I feel steady and at peace. Those who seek the ordinary and those who seek the extraordinary will never truly understand each other. I see. You can keep chasing after that thrilling heroic destiny from the comic, but Vexus is dead. Please let her go from your hearts. Cut the act, Vexus. Don't let her fool you. Want a peaceful normal life? Fine. Crimes in the comics don't count? Sure thing. But are you really that pure and innocent in the real world? Have you never given in to your murderous desires and committed crimes? Of course I did not. Then why does the date of Chersky's death perfectly match the day you came into existence? Oh shit! Did she not die of an illness? It was her. She killed Miss Chersky. The so-called death by illness was simply the result of her death curse. After becoming an aberration, you must have found out somehow that Chersky intended to write an ending where you failed and were captured. To stop her, you took her life. You even found out all that. You really are. Why are you so obsessed? Why won't you just let me go? It's all because there was no ending. That you got the chance to go after Chersky, who created you. She loved comics so much, cared about all of you so much, and she was so talented. Sorry, for both her and me, that was the only way. She killed her creator! Holy shit! I get it now. To make up for the mistake, I will give everything I have to fulfill Chersky's final wish. To draw an ending for this unfinished comic. Okay. Hello? You feel a wave of dizziness. When your vision clears, all that remains is an ordinary chair that can no longer speak. Oh shit. No, the chair! Check on Miss Chair and figure out what to do next. Miss Chair! You look at the chair, but the chair can no longer look back at you. It seems Miss Chair truly gave it her all. There's nothing more we can do for now. Let's sit down. There's still a chance. Wait for me, Miss Chair! I will not give up. Life is full of opportunities, but not everyone can seize them. You should focus on finding them first. Ashveil! Why is he calling me all of a sudden? Answer the phone. I would always answer him. Hello? How about that? Wasn't Merca the seduction absolutely brilliant? How do you know what happened? Have you been following us? Following you? Don't underestimate the intelligence network of the Ashen detective. By the way, did you know? Detective Mercader's greatest ability is her ability to retain every single detail inside her head and analyze them inside her mind gallery. I put myself through some intense training just to be like her, and I finally mastered the skill. Pretty impressive, right? We're a rather urgent situation here. So, this isn't really the time to discuss comic plots, yeah. You're right, Detective Mercader's always managed to solve the mystery and uncover the truth of the most critical moments, using her signature mind gallery technique. Let me teach it to you right now. I'm sure it'll come in handy later. Huh. What did Mercader say at a time like this? Oh, I remember now. Attention, now it's deduction time! He's such a dweeb, but I love him. Oh my god. Holy shit! Since Miss Chair says she wants to complete the ending, there's a high chance the place they're going to is related to the author Chersky herself. But isn't Chersky dead? But wasn't the author killed by Vexes? Where are we right now? Why are there so many monkeys here? That's where things get really interesting. Based on Mercader's deductions, Vexes likely harbored intense hatred towards the creator, who intended to give her a sad ending. This would establish a compelling motive for murder. As much as you won't admit it, Mercader made a grave error here. She conflated Vexes from the story of Peruna from outside the story. Remember the conversation you overheard at Wockenbrow? A downcast-looking clerk. An indignant-looking clerk. Oof. You bought this store before it closed down. You're planning to run it into the ground again. This is where Rockstar was born. Okay. The head chef bought Rock and Roll to keep it from closing down, apparently, because it was where Rockstar was born. A downcast-looking clerk. But chef, we still have regulars coming in every day. Vexis is always there, and she seems to be on good terms with the staff too. Head chef. No wonder Chersky created Rockstar. The head chef is just like the protagonist. Is that actually the protagonist? She's really here, run! If you want to catch her, you have to go first. You have to first get past my blade. Miss Chair also mentioned that this head chef is just like the character straight off the comic, and she seemed to be close to Vexis too. So this is where things obviously get contradictory. Based on Mercader's deductions, Vexis and the writer Chersky was one enemies who could not coexist in the same world. But at Rock'n'Roll, a place that is deeply connected to Chersky, and especially to her comic. Not only is Vexis, who only goes by the name Peruna, a frequent guest, she's also a good friend of the owner. This doesn't look like what a killer would do. This doesn't look like an antagonistic relationship between two enemies. Vexis is not the killer. Impressive. But we need proof of the pudding here, and a detective's pipe needs tobacco to spark the flames of truth. Bruh. About what really happened back then, I think you still need more information. Okay, who am I going to interrogate? These monkeys? Is this what is in Ashveil's headspace? Is this his deduction gallery? Just an entire seed of monkeys? Bro, that's so funny. This is Chersky's studio from when she was alive. More strictly speaking, it's a recreation of a studio based on my memory and deduction. Okay? After Miss Chersky's sister announced the news of her passing, I did some research. After all, she was one of my favorite comic artists. The comic ended right there, back then. With M closing in on her, Vexus issues her final murder notice, declaring that she will kill someone truly innocent. Mercator and security officers stage an ambush in M's name, ready to arrest Vexus the moment she moves to cast a death curse on her. Mercator decided on this move because she was certain she had never revealed her real name to Vexus. That must be why she's so convinced she'll win. Oh, this is the... this is a, profile picture you can unlock in the store. I remember this. As you flip through the manuscript, you notice that the final page are heavily marked with revisions and corrections. Mercator, justice never dies. You shall never. Vexus, what even counts as justice? Looks like she was nowhere near deciding on that ending. That's right, the scene was littered with discarded drafts and loads of margin notes exploring various endings. That was exactly the kind of artist Chersky was. Talented, diligent, and meticulously down to the last hair. To think that a genius like her was born to leave behind fragments of her work is truly frustrating. What a fan. That is kinda saddening, though, not gonna lie. Oh, we are here, okay. Uncover the truth behind the Chersky death incident, okay. A room with no obvious signs of struggle, with art supplies and draft paper scattered everywhere. It was in a space like this that Chersky created the Labyrinth game, a series still beloved by fans to the same. Okay, I didn't expect this quest to go down this rabbit hole, by the way. We now bring you this piece of news. Confirmed, prodigy comic artist Chersky passed away. Chersky, creator of the Labyrinth game and rockstar, was confirmed dead this morning after emergency treatment for a sudden illness failed. A large crowd of fans has gathered on the streets, coming together to mourn Miss Chersky. At the memorial site, tensions flared when overzealous fans caused a disturbance. Reports indicate the dispute revolved surprisingly around the ending of the Labyrinth game. Chersky's older sister confirmed that the artist had recently received threatening letters concerning this very issue. Such disruptive behavior by extreme fans has continued unabated to the same. You were there too, weren't you, fan club president? Got into a fight with a crazy fan but was stopped by a monkey. Oh, I see, Ashveil. I was just administering moral justice to these obsessive fans. Okay, bro. It's my only right that we... Holy shit. It's only right that we all stand against toxic fan behavior. Who knows, maybe Chersky struggled to finish the ending because of all that pressure. Despite repeated attempts, the mysterious sister was never heard from again. After that, Chersky was gone from the public eye and no proper funeral was ever held. Oh, that is sad, kinda. Also, can I be... Hello, sir. Sorry. Anyway, let's go through what we know so far. A room with no sign of struggle. Well, we can more or less rule out murder. It was death by illness. If it was death by illness, there are some signs missing. I see no drugs, and there aren't any medical reports either. Maybe her sister came by to clean up after. The pressure of completing the ending. Even a comic genius would have a hard time dealing with obsessive fans. Given how meticulous she was, just imagine the kind of pressure she was under to deliver the perfect ending for the sensational hit. Chersky's older sister. None of my sources can reach this mysterious sister anymore. What's more, according to Chersky's family records, she had no living relatives left. If that's the case, then the older sister who announced Chersky's death and then vanished so quickly can be Vexus, who was born at that time by chance. So Vexus might have posed as Chersky's sister, but why would she do something like that? The missing body. That's the most puzzling part of this case. Following Chersky's death, her fans hastily put together a memorial of their own. The exact cause of death and any funeral arrangements that were made were never reported in the media. And why was that? A brilliant comic artist struggling under immense pressure to complete that ending suddenly passes away. Her mysterious sister announces the death and nothing has been heard since. And now we think Vexus might just be that mysterious sister. She helped Chersky. She helped Chersky, who was unable to come up with the ending, feign her death. So Chersky isn't dead! Hello? I see, so Chersky isn't actually dead. That would explain quite a few things. If Chersky isn't dead, where's she now? Good question. Oh my god! Sir, are you alright in the head? Look at them! Holy shit! Is Mr. Narrator an imaginary that Ashveil manifested, I wonder? Cannot open this door. Dude. Hello, sir. The comic artist and her villainous creation were adversaries. They were accomplices. Holy shit. I take it you already have some ideas. Yes, throughout this, the one person stands out of their true strange behavior. It's like they knew everything. You, me, head chef. You, me, head chef? You criminal scum! Still playing dumb at a time like this. Looks like it's time for the hardboiled detective's fist of deduction to make an appearance. What? Me. Oh, come on. You barely pieced anything together just a few moments ago. Okay, fine. Head chef. Miss Peruna is an old friend of mine. She's really here, run. If you want to catch her, okay. At first we thought the head chef was the inspiration for Chersky's Rockstar, but now it appears that... She might be Chersky herself who faked her death. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, look who's been following you guys around. What? Head chef. Head chef. No, I should call you Miss Chersky, the prodigy comic artist. So the head chef is really Chersky. What a revelation. You knew the truth all along, didn't you? You realized Marketer would go off on a wild goose chase with her deductions, but as a fan, you couldn't bring yourself to point out her mistakes. That's why you refused to help us directly, am I right? Fine. Deduction time is over. Now it's time for you to go confront Miss Chersky herself. That's it. Goodbye. Damn, you're just leaving like that, huh? So, let's have a chat, Miss Chersky. Holy shit, let's go! Detective time. I truly feel like a detective with these world quests, man. I've long known this day would come, and yet now that it's here, I can't help but feel, the grand finale has arrived. Your story isn't over yet. Miss Cher is helping you wrap things up. She's my self-portrait, isn't she? In some ways, she's an idealized version of me, purer, with deeper and far stronger desire to complete the comic, but I've lost the will to continue. Creating comics was the most beautiful time of my life. I loved giving life to my characters through my drawings. But fans have all sorts of expectations, and characters have all sorts of destinies too. I had to carry all that pressure to find the perfect ending, but I'm just an ordinary person who loves drawing silly little comics. Everyone calls me a genius, but Vexus is the only one who truly gets me. She stepped out of the comic and told me to stop when I felt exhausted. Forget about everything else, everyone else's expectations, she said. Those millions of readers can wait. From now on, that weak version of you is dead. And after killing that version of myself, the self that was weighed down by so many expectations, I finally felt true freedom. It's been 15 years and it's time to face reality. You should stop running away from the truth. Take us to Miss Cher. Start facing reality. Oh my god. Although, why should I have to face it anyway? Why can't I simply draw comics and cook as I please? Why must I face public opinion, the obsessive fans, and the constant pressure to complete the ending? Please, I'm just a coward who can't face this comic that's causing me so much pain anymore. But you're the one who created those characters. Actually, you can't really bring yourself to abandon them. True! True, she's still attached to these characters. You actually recognize Cher and Makita right away. You've been protecting Peruna's secret all along. Both very true. Yeah, you're right. I promised Peruna I'd give her a brand new life. This might be the only thing I can do for her now. As for Cher and Makita, I created them, and they were once my beautiful... Oh my god. They were once my most beautiful memories. It's true that I haven't been able to get them... to let go of them for even a single day. Oh well, I've had 15 years of peace up until now, after all. Come with me. I think Cher will take them to where I used to draw. I can show you the way. Let's go. Let's finish this. Please come with me. Oh, don't forget to bring this Cher along. I will. To the very end. Holy moly. Vexus, my best of partners. Remember the time we parted ways. You aren't Why aren't you saying anything? Alright, let me refresh your memory. You may not remember the name Radek, but you likely remember his crimes. He kidnapped his rival's daughter and murdered her in cold blood. We had been on the case an entire year, but he was protected at every turn, and the girl's death was eventually ruled an accident. Back then you asked me what justice really meant, and I had no answer for you. If your version of justice can can't provide tit-for-tat punishment, then the so-called justice that's always delayed and doomed to be absent cannot be the right answer. So your answer is to commit brutal murder in the name of justice. Brutal. Death by vigilance. Vigilant justice is still way too merciful compared to what he committed. Even now, you still won't admit you're the vigilante. Enough. That's where the original ending stops. That's not enough. That's not enough. Vexus, even if this person did deserve what they got, what about all those innocent lives you took after that? Please, just look at me. I'm the innocent one. Huh. I just want a normal life. Detective Mercator, so please just leave me alone. Hey, come on, that's not how your character should act or speak. Ahem. Moving on. Innocent, you say. Then what about the deceased Chersky? Vexus, it's time for you to face justice. Hold on a second, Vexus. Vexus did not kill Chersky. Holy shit. I say that because I am your creator, the comic artist Chersky. As you can see, I'm still alive. She feigned her death back then. She can confirm that Vexus has never killed anyone in real life. Both very true. Nani? Yeah, here we go. You're still alive? You look really worn out. I'm sorry, you must have used up so much wish power trying to fill in that ending I never drew. You don't need to apologize. I don't know why you chose to fake your death, but from the bottom of my heart, your art is truly, truly amazing. Damn. Miss Chersky, I'm sorry. I never wanted to pull you back into more dramatics surrounding this comic. Into more drama. I can't read, bro. What is this? I'm losing my touch right now. I'm not getting enough air. No, this all started because of me. I should be the one apologizing, Perry. I've been running from this for far too long. What's going on here? Maybe we don't need to go after Vexus anymore. Please just spare each other. Yes, be friends, not enemies. Mercator, in the real world, Vexus has never committed any crimes, nor will she ever commit any. You no longer have to wear yourself out chasing her. You're free now, ready to embrace a brand new life like we did. A new life? What life is that? Am I supposed to live an ordinary life just like her? But I'm Detective Mercator, the great detective who never stops haunting evil. So what you're saying is, all the chasing I've done has been for absolutely nothing. Sorry, I need some time alone right now. Fair enough. I understand how she feels. It is just as how I was born with an obsession to finish the comic. For Mercator, hunting Vexus has been her whole life. I've been feeling a little lost myself, but now that I know Chersky is still alive, I feel like I have something new to look forward to. Unfortunately, that isn't true for Mercator yet. Please do me a favor and console her in my stead. She's just a little overwhelmed after learning all this. That is fair. That is very fair. Listen to Mercator's thoughts. Before I do that. Oh, I can speak to all of them. Nice. Miss Chair. Just as how I would willingly use up all my wish power to bring you here. Mercator probably wanted to give it her all in one final conclusive battle, no matter the cost. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked on the character thing. I'm sorry. Shit! I misclicked again. I'm sorry. Vexus. I know it couldn't have been easy for you trying to get to the truth back then. I originally intended for it to stay buried forever. Mercator, why does she have to be so persistent? She was created that way. I'm really sorry. If only I was able to draw the anime back then. But I was just so tired. Yeah, many mangaka feel that way, I'm sure. Thank you for bringing me to the truth. I've spent my whole life pursuing justice, only to be crushed by a truth that's far from just. Don't you think I'm absurd? Truths about life are always the hardest to bear. Can't you at least try to live a normal life? Yeah, those clear-cut black and white truths about justice are probably easier for people to accept. From the very moment I was born in the comic, I've been chasing criminals, punishing evil, and bringing justice to the world non-stop. Like I said before, you can curse everything, but you can never cure justice. Oh, you can curse everything, I see. But you can never curse justice. I also believe that failure has no place in Detective Mercator's pipe. Mercator, sorry. This is what I was born for, and these are the words that have kept me going all this time. Do you know how much despair I felt when I realized I was nothing but a comic character? But I still pulled myself together because I believed that this world needed me, that it really needed me to save it by arresting Vexus. But now everything is gone, my dreams, my purpose, the justice I fought for, they're all gone. Life never had a meaning on its own, so go seek a new meaning and values. True. An endless pursuit like this is just too agonizing to bear. Thanks for talking to me. I'm starting to see things a little more clearly now. Everything I've been chasing, it's all just made up story. But so what? I've given it my all to get to this point, so even if it's just a story, I demand an ending from destiny. Miss Chersky, since you're still alive, please finish drawing our final showdown. I need this if I am to fully accept the new journey ahead of me. I see ya. That's honestly fair of her to ask from the creator. You want me to draw the ending, but it's been so long. Actually, I would like that too. I've always thought Chersky to be really amazing, and since I'm her self-portrait, I make sure to keep my back straight and my eyes wide open every day, as the only way I can do our genius comic artist justice. Even though I hadn't met you back then, your writing was so gentle and full of happiness, I already could feel your love for me. Ah? So I won't force you to draw this ending, because someone who loves comics as much as you do must have their reasons for not doing so. She was under a lot of pressure from the world outside the comic. She couldn't handle the pressure of drawing the ending. Yeah, it's pressure. So this is what you call the harsh realities of the ordinary people, huh? Is what Miss Chair said, I'm sorry. To be honest, this is far from ordinary. When you have the time, come to the kitchen and try your hand at cooking. Try your hand at cooking. I assure you that you have a good taste of day-to-day living then. Actually, I already made up with an ending. Came up with an ending 15 years ago. Really? It was the ending I had in my outline, but as I drew, I couldn't convince myself that it was an ending everyone would love, and the perfect conclusion among countless possibilities. Nah, anything you draw would be absolutely perfect. Don't put me on a pedestal like that, Miss Chair. Comic artists have to make a living too, you know. So of course I had to take the editor's opinions, the publisher's views, and my readers' likes and dislikes into account. But once you start thinking about all that, perfection goes right out the window. You don't have to worry about all that today. Completion is more important than perfection. True! Make it first, you can make it good better. You can make it good later. Are you worried about me? Have you actually forgotten that I'm Vexus just because you've been calling me Perry for 15 years? As a vigilante who punishes evil, I've long been ready to face judgment. This may be hard for me to accept, but if bringing me to justice is what Makita considers a life she's willing to give everything for, then we're not so different after all, because I feel the same way about living an ordinary life. Oh shit. So don't hesitate any longer. Do it. Remember what you wrote in your notes from the author? You said a first-rate idea in your head is worth less than a third-rate one on paper. Don't tell me you don't actually believe in any of that. Stop worrying about the pressure and responsibility. Remember, you don't have to shoulder it all by yourself. After all, the ones who played this thrilling game of its spectacular finale were actually Vexus and I in the comic. Let's put an end to all of this. We'll see if she lives like a hero and if I die like a villain. Alright. Yes! It's finally ending. Nice. Holy shit. My god. Ashveil, you better revive your fan club. It's in dire need of a president because it's finally ending. Back then, Mercator enlisted the security bureau's help in M's name and set a trap at the site of their final confrontation. Had Vexus tried to use the name Mercator to kill her, she would have been immediately exposed and arrested. Mercator reunited with her former best of partners, Vexus, determined to succeed in feeling extremely confident since she had never revealed her true name. In the murder case of Milos. Oh my god, guys. Since this is finally the ending of this very long quest, and the big, coming together of every facet we have learned about right now, I'm going to take a break. Break! I can't even pronounce break, man! I need to take a break and a breather, and I'll see you guys at the ending. I'll be right back. Hello everyone, I'm back. Now let us finish what we have started. Okay. In the murder case of Milos, the pen left at the scene was your favorite brand, and after his confident Afraidy was cursed to death, I also saw someone who looked remarkably like you in the archive room's surveillance footage. And Chairman Tucker, a suspected crime boss, died in the very day after you were forced to release him without charges. Even now you still won't admit you're the vigilante? You've certainly done your homework, M. So it's true, you already knew who I was. Not only do I know who you are, I also know that a high-ranking official has been killed by a curse, and that all the security officers who were lying in wait have now been reassigned to VIP protection duty. Mercator, just as justice is always betrayed by power, you have now once again been grossly let down by this world full of rot and filth. Mercator's heart was pounding like a drum. Realizing she was completely on her own now, she slipped her hand into her pocket and quietly pressed the record button. So, do you really have to kill someone? Since there's so much rot and filth in this world, we should excess it all with death. We were once the best of partners. Surely you understand me and you'll be willing to help me, right? So be my best partner again, and together we will create a new world of absolute justice. No! Whatever the reason, justice built on murder can never be true justice. Give it up, Vexus. Even if I'm the only one left, I will arrest you no matter what. Well, I guess this means goodbye then. McDonough. How did you know? How did I know that Mercator isn't your true name, you ask? Because I never wanted to kill anyone. The day I cursed Radek to death, I was so terrified I put a curse on myself. Vexus, whose hands were covered in blood, was slain by the righteous Mercator. Then I just waited for death to take me, but nothing happened. That's when it finally dawned on me. Mercator, my best of partners, had never revealed her true name to me. Damn, she tried to curse herself. The day you saw me checking the surveillance footage from the archive room, I uncovered the name Freddy as well as yours, McDonough. But I never wanted to curse you to death, because you used to be best partners, and I was the one who taught you to always carry a voice recorder on you. And unfortunately, it's that very habit that forced me to bid you farewell today. She noticed she recorded her, okay? If I die, this world will once again be filled with people tainted by rot and filth. So rest in peace, McDonough. Are you saying that I had already failed years ago? No, you haven't failed, Mercator. I would never let you fail. Whoa! What is she doing? Oh shit. I will carry your wishes with me and build a new absolutely just world. There, pure justice shall prevail. There, Mercator is pure justice for her. Ah, what's with that? This is a pretty good ending. Why didn't you draw it 15 years ago? Mercator laughs and vanishes before your eyes. No! No, she fulfilled her legacy now. She fulfilled her goal to be continued. Okay, bro. Thank you for this achievement. Vexus. It's over. So this is how it ends, huh? 15 years ago, anti-hero characters like these were really popular. At the time, when I was still weak and immature, I found myself drawn to decisive and ruthless characters like Vexus. Where did Mercator go? It's just the obsession that's faded away, that's all. The character still exists. I really admire her, being able to burn with such complete passion for one purpose. That is why she is Ashveil's favorite character. Sorry. She must really admire you too, given how you're able to let go of those grandiose obsessions and simply live fully in the present. Stop making this sound like a memorial service! I admire her too. Why do you admire her for? I admire how she openly states her desire to be a hero. I admire how she died like a hero. I admire how quickly she grasped the trailblaze. I don't know what to say. I just know that I do admire her. How she died like a hero. How quickly she grasped the trailblaze. You do seem rather gratified. Alright folks, I have to head home and help my kid with his homework. By the laughter, I hope I can keep my cool. Damn, she is really frustrated with her child, holy shit. As for Mercator's fate in the comic, it's all in your hands now. Go live out your ordinary days. Go, girl! And thank you for your help. Without you, I might still be running away from everything. Will you go back to drawing comics now? Maybe, just maybe. That's beautiful. Then come with me. A comic artist always needs a chair that can zoom around fast. Huh? What's with that weird scenario of being used? You can just go zoomies with that chair, for real. I have tried it. I've been there. Sometime later. It's always sometime later. It all happened in a flash. Chersky, cornered by over 20 media outlets and a dozen publishers, jumped onto her jet-powered chair and made a break for it. And nobody could get up to her, except for one Farbo. Oh my god, isn't someone who's working for my agency? Surely there's no way. And so, that very chair ended up taking her place for the Farbo's exclusive interview. What in the world is going on? That's right, check out Fibble.com for all the details! Comic artists do have a need for fast-rolling chairs. Since when did you become a storyteller? Check out Fibble.com. Take your advertising somewhere else, buddy, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. Come on! I need clicks, bro. Want to check out the new work by Chersky, the artist who famously came back to life? The Mercator Files is now flying off the shelves at a store near you. I never expected Miss Chersky to come back to drawing comics again, and I definitely didn't expect her to reunite with Mercator in this way. Oh, Wechsel, Peruna, I mean, totally. Long time no see, my friends. I've officially received legal recognition from the Department of Operation Defense, so from now on, you can call me by my real name, Vexus. As it turns out, while Miss Chersky might be a great cook, she isn't so great at running a business. Rock and roll eventually went under, and she had to return to her old profession. Had to. But if you ask me, she was simply looking for an excuse. Back then, Miss Chersky chose to feign her death because she couldn't handle the pressure that came with being a famous comic artist. But this time, she doesn't have to shoulder all that pressure by herself. Look at the cover of the Mercator Files. It says, story by Miss Cher, art by Miss Chersky, or... having Miss Cher take all the heat, while you sit back and quietly draw behind the scenes. How sly of you, Miss Chersky. I hope she won't run away again this time. Would Miss Cher be able to take the pressure, though? I'm sure she will. I'm not sure, but she's a chair, isn't she? Isn't handling pressure what she's designed to do? Okay, that's such a good comeback. Okay, that's fair. Hopefully this time, whether they're chasing the extraordinary or embracing the ordinary, everyone gets what they wish for. Have fun hanging around here. I have to go buy some workbooks for my little rascal at home. See you around. See you. Hope it goes well with your husband, for real. Ashveil! Dude, hello? Corey, have you read the fan comic I sent last time? I haven't seen it. Sorry, I haven't read it. What a relief! Among them was a pirated copy of the Reblymph game that closely resembled the original. All style and no substance. How dare they approach such a poor imitation? Arbitrary depictions depicting Mercator's defeat. Breaks my heart. You don't like Vexus. Do you like Mercator? You do not like Vexus? No. I just thought that a true masterpiece should never end. That was drawn by Chersky. It isn't a fake. Could it be that Chersky drew this herself? She doesn't understand the Labyrinth game? Okay. The creator obviously doesn't understand their creation. Obviously. Well then, Ashveil, do you have something to say to me? Miss Vexus, what a surprise to see you here. If it's not so much trouble, could I get your autograph? Of course, but I seem to recall that you were a hardcore Mercator fan, so why ask me for my autograph? Since I won't be seeing Mercator anytime soon, I guess I'll just have to settle for second best. Okay, getting roasted. You wanna get cursed to death right here now? Stop fighting, please. Then quit fanning the flames. But hey, I just found something interesting, so consider it a little meet and greet gift for a fellow Mercator fan. What Ashveil and you take is the first volume of the Mercator Files, and on the front piece, someone has left a line in bold, flowing writing. This is my final assignment for you. Keep an eye on those two, and don't let them skip out on more updates. Mercator. Aww! Thank you! Why is he getting emotional? Oh my god, that's so funny. I love this. I love this quest. These quests are so fun, man. Okay, let me post about this on our blog. I mean, the Death Notes. Okay. A two-way redemption between artist and art. Resurrected Chersky. Beep boop, in a twist that'll blow your mind, the genius comic artist Chersky, who was declared defeated 15 years ago, has come back to life. What in the street is that Chersky will make a comeback with their new work, the Mercator Files. All subsequent business dealings and public relations will be handled by Miss Cher. Folks, isn't this resurrecting basically a two-way redemption arc for both creator and creation? Publish. You better leave nice comments, I swear to God. Did you watch an ad to Revive? What? I bought a whole box of comic. My son devoured them. Said they're amazing. So where's part 2? Oh, real welcome. Oh, thank you. Kids these days read way too many comics. Why don't they read some financial news instead? Kids these days read way too much financial news. A comic book or two would not, you know? Thank you, Wells. Probably just hype. I remember someone else claimed they died before. Then later were like, nah, I'm good. Death is no joke, says Tingyun. Oh, okay, this is Sunday. Agreed. Let's not chalk everything up to hype. Oh, death is no joke. Yeah, you would know, Tingyun, huh? Hey, cut it out, you guys. Oh, wait, nobody's fighting anymore. Vexus won. I'm all good. Where's the Mercator sequel? I'm so in. I love it, seeing characters interact this way. I love it so much, bro. Oh, there's something new. Oh, no, the ghost door. Stay away from the ghost doors. Recently isolated doors have been appearing out of thin air throughout Plain Arcadia, just standing there on the side of the road. The fool from the tavern has already claimed responsibility for this event, stating that the doors generally won't cause harm to others, to users, under normal circumstances. For the sake of public safety, please remain vigilant. Do not open the doors out of curiosity. Yeah, fuck around and find out, guys. Oh, these are stored nice. I heard there are 6 gates in Dual Mansion City. There is no such thing as the 6 Gates Bureau. This has been identified as an online rumor, so netizens are advised to stay vigilant. Peaceful Plain Arcadia. If anyone encounters a similar situation, please notify us promptly. Why not, retrofit it for public transit? I'm so sick of cramming onto the train for work every single day. You've got an anywhere door and all you wanna use it for is commuting to work. Giants, steamed buns. Oh, it's this guy again. You tell me to stay away and think I'll just obey? What do you think you are? You've got a point, but without curiosity, what separates us from animals? Who says animals aren't curious? Animalist? What? I get why this account is deleted now. Talk about perfect timing. If anyone's looking for their royal lapdogs, they're all waiting in the comments section. Never judge by cover. Oh my, someone made the papers at gatekeeper, not the door guard. So what? Damn, is that the account of the Elation guy? Of the Aha guy that we met as we went through the door? Maybe that's their account, I wouldn't know. Whew, well then, let's reap the rewards of our labor. All of these Ashveil funds will we put to use. What is that, by the way? In Plain Arcadia, where wishes can become strength, your desire to hold the light high and become a hero has answered your call, taking physical form to inspire your journey onward. Accept it for now, sooner or later it will become your one-of-a-kind help. According to highly unreliable statistics, everyone in Plain Arcadia has dreamed of transforming into a superhero at some point. Understandable if you live on a planet where fictional characters can become real. Of course you would want to become a superhero. They are more tangible than ever on this planet. So anyway, guys, oh my god, it was a lot. Let me get this. Haha, what the heck? Isn't that a pretty great ending? Witness the conclusion of the Labyrinth game. Amen. Speak with the gatekeeper at the tavern. The gatekeeper. Okay. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching this very, very, very long episode. Can we get Ashveil in the background, actually? God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm sure the next episode won't be as long. Because world quests outside of these main ones that are shown on the map are pretty quick. So I'll get through a lot of them probably in the next episode. And also will explore Plain Arcadia if there is time for it. I hope you look forward to it. And yeah, if your favorite wild quest has still not been seen on this channel, I feel very sorry for you. Unfortunately, you have to wait the longest. Well, thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Goodbye.